there's double elimination. So Mount St. Mary have already eliminated Briarcliff. It's the only team that's been eliminated so far. And as we go through, Mount St. Mary against Radford in the lowers, Penn State against BSC in the lower, and then lower semifinals from that, and lower finals will have to play against the loser of tonight's match, which is a difficult thing to begin with. So there could be both of these teams sitting in just a couple of weeks in the grand finals.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the outcome either way. I feel like no matter which way you spin it, no matter which team comes out on top, this is just going to be some high quality college Valorant, which even beyond just the pro leagues or the sort of international scene, collegiate Valorant has this really big draw, really big appeal to it because these players, it's not like this is going to be iron, gold, silver lobbies. These are all high talent, high octane players, and you are going to see that happen when it comes down to the best the league has to offer.
It is. There's so much to talk about with this, but we want to leave some for the game. We're going to throw to a quick break while the players finish getting into lobby, and then we'll come back with Bind. Welcome to the Unified Collegiate League 2024 fall season. We're playing Valorant tonight. We're very here, and this is definitely the first time we've done this intro.
Definitely. Not even close. First
Not
time,
even close.
not rehearsed.
Not rehearsed at all. My name is Mechatronic. I'm here tonight with Mesby. We are here to watch Harrisburg University, the Harrisburg Storm, take on Columbia College. It's the Battle of the Titans here in the Unified Collegiate League, and we're really very, very excited to get into it.
So let's go ahead. Since this is the first time, not introducing a new idea at all, kind of deal. Seems like we have the maps already. Let's go ahead and give just a quick rundown, go through some predictions, and see what we've got cooking.
Yeah, so maps tonight are going to be Bind into Haven into Abyss. Columbia College will start on defense on every single map tonight, and you can see in front of you the bracket for both teams to get here. Columbia College had to beat Radford coming out of this first opener round, and the Storm themselves had to make their way through a little bit longer of a journey to beat Mount St. Mary and Penn State Blue. Now, none of the teams that have been beaten so far, with the exception of Briarcliff, have been eliminated from playoffs. They're all playing to get, other than Columbia and the Storm, they're all playing to get to that lower finals in the bottom right, where they will face the loser of tonight. And the winner tonight will go straight to the grand finals to try and cement their place in Unified Collegiate League history.
Speaking of history, correct me if I'm wrong, but these two teams do have quite a bit of history with each other.
Yeah, so these teams have played together. They played during the regular season. It's gave Harrisburg their only loss of the season, right? And we were on 3 maps very similar to this one. It was Bind into Haven, but Sunset was the map that closed it out here instead of the Abyss that we see tonight. And if we just go based on prior knowledge here, it was a Columbia College close win on Bind as we get into Agent Select here.
Looks like we're already partway through here. 3 bans each and 3 picks. What do you think so far?
I'm liking the picks on both sides. We've seen Carnage with this deadlock very frequently on this map, and it's looked good. The grab net has been really useful, and the barrier, especially during pistol round, has been really, really good. Over on the other side for the attackers, Hijinks has been on this Brimstone a couple times now. It's worked out for them basically every time, and Ian has been really good on whatever initiator or the Cypher pick that he's been on it frequently. Though Cypher's not probably what he would go to this map even before he locked Gecko in.
I'm a really big fan of both these squads. You look across, and really the only mirror pick here is the Brimstone. Aside from that, this is 2 super dynamically different team compositions.
No, I'm really in favor of this. The Viper, I think we've seen this Viper before from Jeffy specifically, right? He's gonna go towards the B site and use the Viper wall through the teleporter to get it onto A as well. It's quite a good wall that he can use there. We'll see how much use it has as the game goes on and on, though, as they decide to go around the wall or not to use it. But we won't have an issue until we hit on the attacking side.
Well, we are queuing up and getting ready to go here. As you can see, we are playing on patch 9.06. So a couple of things to be considered there as well. But with only 10 seconds left in our inaugural buy phase, it is time to hop into the pistol round and for one of these teams to start making their way towards the top.
Can I get a drop?
Yeah, it looks like early that we're going to see Harrisburg University sit towards B. Looks quite quick to start with. Renai is going to be the sole person here, just a Sky, and he's spotted already by the Fade Prowler.
It's already a little bit of a utility commitment there. So we did get the singular Sky Flash and the 1 Prowler, and they are going to be sending the dog out to try and get a little bit of additional information. So that is going to maybe draw away a little bit of the defense, but it seems like at least for now, they are more than content to chill on the A site, and they're still not making any big commitments.
Yeah, they'll use Disney to just clear Octagon out, but just grab it right back immediately after. Now, you look at the Columbia College setup here. They're spread 3 and 2, 3 on the A side and 2 on the B side. But I'd like to note the Yoru deep into Showers, who's starting now to think about, hey, maybe we should push a little, maybe we should see what space is there. And Shadow and the Spade, the entirety of Harrisburg University have picked this moment to start executing onto the site. Eye goes through. Huso's got the first kill on it. Renai's got to trade right back. A second one onto Huso. Shadow has been able to trade Renai, but the spike will go down. Thank Wingman for that help right there. 3-3 as the retake starts to think about beginning for Columbia College. They're coming in through the defense side. All 3 of them. The Legends a little further behind right now.
It gives them a bit of an opportunity for sort of a soft reset. They are going to be looking for the information with the Wingman yet again. But with all 3 members of the defense pushed back, it's going to come down to this.
Yeah, first one is spotted. This Yoru will be spotted, and Flash Switchblade takes Shadow down. It looked like Shadow disconnected for a minute there. Jeffy's going to be able to turn it back onto Evo, but Legend's got another one here. Jeffy has another one as well, and just Legend and Jeffy, 1 shot each on pistols, trying to see if they can find each other, and Legend will come up over the top, take Jeffy down, but he doesn't have enough time for the spike.
My God, what a interesting turn of events. I'm going to put it that way. I like the presence of mind. I almost feel as if he could hear the bunny hopping through tube and thought, well, I'm just going to hop up on top, get the little bit of extra income from the last kill. The round's already over at that point, so you're just fishing for the 1 extra pick.
It came so close down to, it could have been either way, but once Legend had to fight around for this kill onto Jeffy, the round was over either way. And you see it showing in these buys to start. Legend looking to pick up the shorty, which will be probably the most effective weapon they've got on the Columbia College side.
Now, sort of the same thing here with the bigger guns. Oh, it's already found the single opener. My God. They're leaving 1 over towards the A-bomb site, but now with that opening pick, it opens up a lot of avenues for them to go ahead and preemptively make this rotation, since now that's 1 defender, a man advantage, and the map is pretty much theirs.
The map is theirs very quickly. You can see that Columbia College is starting to get a little frisky over towards Showers again. They did this last round. It took them a minute, though. They took a lot longer to start than a minute and 10 seconds into the round. Huso will be the first man through. Rifles on all of these members of Harrisburg University. Huso has nicely flashed one. Carnage is able to get one and won't get anything more. Shadow takes the return kill there. Hijinks is looking to play some defense for his team back towards Hookah and Window.
I'm sensing shadows of last round because, again, the defense is coming through spawn once again. The difference now is instead of it being a 3-on-3, it is a 4-on-2. And with the gun advantage, this doesn't seem anywhere near possible.
No, this doesn't seem anywhere near possible, but you also don't not want to go for this because your guns aren't really worth saving that much. Legend will pick up some sort of real weapon here. We'll try and see if he can take Iron, and they will take Iron. Switchblade and Legend together grab it, but Shadow with the kill right back. It just becomes how much economy damage can Switchblade do with that Bulldog? The answer will be no more. Nice fault line, but it will not stop anyone from getting out. Jeffy will take Switchblade down to finish the round, and Harrisburg University is up 2-0 on their first map.
Now, you imagine we push that shockwave a couple of seconds forward, and that actually has quite a bit of impact right near the teleporter, right on the exits, but just sort of a timing issue, didn't really end up being that consequential. And on top of that, wasn't able to save the singular rifle either. Granted, was a Guardian, so not, or excuse me, Guardian, Bulldog, can't remember.
One of those guns. Not a Vandal or a Phantom.
No, mid-range rifle that, while it does make an impact, it's not enormous.
Yeah, exactly. So Legend is going to be kind of a, like, psychopath with Yoru this game. He probably will play Yoru most of the series. We've seen a lot of it very early on Legend. He played it really, really well on Haven a couple weeks ago. But this is a lot of space gotten early for Harrisburg University. They won't be able to capitalize on any of it as Evo's got 2 kills just right into U-Haul. Harrisburg doesn't even know what to do with it. Hijinks, though, turns around, grabs a kill with the Guardian. This right now is the wallet diff to start. Evo and the rest of Columbia College now have some amount of money after losing the first 2 rounds. They'll hear the spike plant start. They'll see one. They know the plant has not actually completed itself in full. Jeffy's going to grab one. Iron will grab one with the Sheriff. They're trying to make this around here.
And now a 2v3, the spike is planted, and with this space advantage, it opens up the opportunity for Harrisburg to back up. Now a 2v2 as Carnage finds another kill. But with the positioning for these 2 Harrisburg members, this becomes very difficult. The spacing going to be very key.
Wait, the molly's off. The molly's off. Renai is just able to sit here and stick it. And no one's coming through long. Jeffy's not even thinking about it. They thought the molly had hit, but no one checked. Jeffy goes down after the round, and Hijinks just left with 1 single hit point. Columbia College able to get their first round on the board.
Anyone who has ever played Brimstone knows exactly how that feels. Sometimes you get the lineup just a little bit wrong. Things are so sensitive. A hair trigger can be the difference between bouncing off a wall, bouncing off of a random tree, and sometimes that's just how it goes. You're banking on the Molotov to give you that sort of 8-second insurance to make sure that they're off the spike, and in that case, the information was wrong.
I would have liked to see Jeffy peek out a little towards from Showers, but it didn't end up happening. The beacon will go down early. They're trying to use this a little bit aggressively to get up B-long.
I thought maybe this would be a bit of a pace change here. We have seen them making this push up B-long in 2 of these 3 rounds, but now with the utility, they fired off some shots and the rotation has come through just a little bit. This mismatch stack through spawn, but without the commit, they're going to get the free alt orb and they might just look to back out and take some time.
They've been putting players here every single round, and you notice that Columbia College have actually moved one of their A defenders over towards this B area. Jeffy will get spotted early. Will that pull any of the Columbia College defenders over? No, it won't.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose! Bring them down.
Thrash has been pushed out. They've now dedicated a lot of ultimates to this site, so Thrash has been pulled out. They've got your ultimate ready to go, but Legend will grab the kill onto Huso with the Sheriff. Jeffy's just looking for a little bit of a flank here as Legend grabs another kill. 2 with the Sheriff to start. Shadow finally is able to get something to get going. Renai goes down. But Ian, look, he's just running the other side. He's got the spike, and Jeffy, with all of his lurk here, has just kind of secured it. Wingman will go down.
Looks like they might be anticipating it at least a little bit. Yes, now they've got to know as the spike goes down, and it feels like for the millionth time, the defense is going to be rotating in through spawn. But now the spike is already planted, the team is in position, and this is all going to come down to timing and information.
Yeah, this information play right here is absolutely massive. The Yoru ultimate will come through. They know exactly where Ian is because of this Yoru ult. Legends just cleared the entire site and knows where every single person is. With the exception of maybe Jeffy, but they can guess. Switchblade's got one onto Ian, Legend's got the second onto Shadow, and Jeffy's the only one left. He's gonna have to phase through his own wall. Will find the gun barrel of carnage right in his face. Columbia College taking their second round. We're all tied up 4 rounds in.
And not only is that a tie, that was such an expensive loss for Harrisburg. They committed so much money in the form of utility, and not just that, but the ults to boot, and it ended up not paying off, and that means that they are now so much less equipped to try and mount an offense.
Well, that was the first round of gun-on-gun action here, and it felt Columbia College had the upper hand the entire time. This round here, the buy is iffy on most players of Harrisburg. We'll see what they can do with it, if anything.
Early and
flash early.
Oh boy.
Prowler will not find Legend. Could be able to take a flash off the top. Does flash, but can't find anyone. Shadow and Hijinks each grab their both through the wall. And it's just left with Carnage and just 70 HP sitting on this B site. He's not even alive anymore. Just 2 left coming from spawn.
What is happening?
Oh, he also almost got that through the smoke on a random shot. He will go up and over, grab one. Shit. Switchblade thought he had something there, but Ian was just ready to go. So quick an execution from Harrisburg.
Who needs a bank account? Who needs guns? It doesn't matter. Just press your W key, run in through long again, I guess. That's
Sure.
Wow. Okay.
And so quickly, the economy is completely switched, right? We said Harrisburg University had this weird buy last round with just 2 Vandals on it. Everyone else on nothing useful. Columbia College has the same buy this time.
And you know, it's so much of a bigger deal than that, because not only did they win the round and get the kills, almost no one died. So they just replaced those guns.
Nicely done from Jeffy, noticing that was not, in fact, the clone run. I will be here to look for Huso peeking. A couple bullets exchanged in either way, but nothing more than that.
Face your fear!
That's a fade ult. They're executing onto the site quickly. They found a chink in the armor. Walks through. Carnage has 1. He won't find anything more. Hijinks is able to grab 1 in return. So quickly, it's a 4-on-2 here.
I'm having flashbacks yet again, a 4-on-2 retake through spawn. It's just alternating A and B site every single round.
It feels like this is the bronze IGL right here. Not saying that either of these teams can't IGL, but we'll go A, now we'll go B, then we'll go A, then we'll go B.
Harsh.
Harsh but true.
4-on-2. We were talking about Columbia being the favorites, being the ones to have won in this matchup earlier in the season. But right now, Harrisburg, it looks like they're trying to flip that script on its head. A 2-round lead. Columbia might be striking back now. The operator in the hands of Legend.
Operator in the hands of Legend, it's the first place that they're going to look now. They want to push Legend into a place where he can have some usefulness with this operator. It's probably going to be B-Long, to be completely honest. The problem is they put so much pressure on B-Long every round, and there's no one there this time.
Nobody home.
They're going quick through showers here. You've already seen the Prowler push through. They know no one's here. The question is, how much work did this do early?
And see that, the teleport immediately back. Now Legend able to take the high ground, the operator being effective on the other side of the map. But with the boombot going out, it's going to give that indication that that might be where the offense is coming from. But just like that, Harrisburg switching up yet again, making some noise, and going to try to execute on the other side of the map.
Yeah, here's the thing. Jeffy has been going showers every single round this half, regardless of if the team was going B or A. So they should expect Jeffy to still be here. You don't really know how many people are there, though. You only know there was a boombot.
Welcome to my my world.
Okay, that is more than likely going to get a bit of a commit here. They are going to be taking the shots there, but no, it's not going to force the rotation. They are holding strong despite the commitment of the Viper's Pit. Now the spike making out towards B, but there's still 2 defenders waiting.
No surprises.
Carnage has to do a lot here. He's the player sitting in elbow. The ultimate will come through here for Huso. It will not hit anyone. It's a full 5-on-5 retake. 2 players at elbow to start the retake off. And there's the Rolling Thunder will start this off. Evo and Legend each have their own kills. Hijinks can get 1. Huso can't get anything. Renai will take the trade onto him. Shadow just sitting in the smoke looking for anyone. Renai will walk in, take the kill, take what's rightfully his, and Hijinks is the last person alive. Having Sin on long, smoked out, outgunned. Columbia College pick up a third. I said this was going to be close.
No kidding. 4 for 5, the 5v5 retake going to the side of Columbia, and it seems like those full team executions, Columbia might have at least a little bit of an edge, at least when it comes to that one in particular. And Harrisburg, they tried so hard to switch things up, committing so much utility to try and bait out that early rotation, but evidently Columbia just smelled it. They didn't bite, and that, I think, was the deciding factor in making sure that they were able to push back against that execution.
We'll see if Legends Operator has a little bit more impact in this round. It had 1 kill in the last round, but it didn't really do much. It does seem here that the Harrisburg University is ready to meet this Operator. We'll find 1, but just a tag through the wall, nothing more. Operator's already been moved.
Just a scratch. And that's the thing, when it's Yoru with the op, you never know whether or not it is safe to go ahead and head back to the other site, because really the Yoru can be anywhere that he chooses to be at any time, and there's so many defensive structures already in place towards B that it becomes sort of this Fort Knox-esque vault. Like, do we risk pushing into the Yoru with an op, or do we sort of bank on the fact that he might have gone for the early rotation back towards A?
You see Carnage barrier wall right there, preventing Harrisburg from going inward or forward. Legend right here. The Operator will take a nice flip up and take Shadow down. ETP right back to A heaven as Columbia College continue to hold this site no matter what's happened here.
40 seconds with 3.5 players. And that is going to prove to be a big issue here, because now, with so little time left to work with, they've got to make the commit. But that's going to be a good way to turn things back.
Yeah, Jeffy's got one on the other side of the map. They still had Legend here. But they teleported. They pulled everyone right to where this Operator is. Is Legend ready for this? He takes the shot. He can't find anything. Short, he can't do anything at range. It'll be an orbital charge. Jeffy just drive-bys right onto Evo, ready to see if Carnage walks in as well. 1 player through heaven. Renai's got 2, but Jeffy turns around. Ace right there for Jeffy as he takes Carnage down.
You wanted a villain?
That is how you make it happen. Was so lean on picking up, just there to get the trade backs every single time, and that is a massive momentum killer. They've come back with a single round win, maybe have sort of established themselves in that 5v5, and no, this is Harrisburg saying, this is the stop. We're not going to let this get out of control. The train is staying at the station.
Train is staying at the station.
Yeah, they've got the op.
They do have the Operator, and it's on Jeffy, which is a little interesting, I think. On the Viper, this Operator doesn't have as much movement as the rest of the players. It makes very, very confident Jeffy has the stopping ability. It's the touchdown that's what in the center where it is. And it's in. Evo's got one Shadow and I, and he grabbed their own.
Fully smoked.
Legend's still lurking in showers here. The Prowler's is going to miss him.
He buys 1. He can't find anything more. We'll take Ian down. Operator trying to grab Carnage. Right click, jumping, classic in the air. It's a free gun, folks.
It's illegal.
Flash will go out, but Renai's in a bad position. Can't do anything. Walks right into Shadow's weapon. Harrisburg University, they've won at least half the rounds in this half.
3-6 your scoreline, and yep, that's exactly what I would do. This is going to be the first time out here for Columbia College. Going to take some time to reevaluate, as Harrisburg now have guaranteed that they will at least have equality moving into the second half. 6-6 the bare minimum, and they're going to be looking for more. They want at least, I would assume, 8-4, maybe more.
They need a lot. Legend should be able to buy here for Carnage. I don't expect them to leave Carnage weaponless here. This will be a big buy-in. If they lose this round, they should have 1 more buy for the last round. but it's going to get a little close and a little tight.
A loss here for Columbia would be so devastating. You're talking about, the pocketbook for each one of these players. This is it. They are scraping the bottom of the barrel. They have got nothing left here. So this becomes one of those absolute must-win rounds. You're already behind, and if you lose here, you shatter your economy, and you're going to be so much further behind than you would have been otherwise.
As this timeout comes to an end, what do you want to see Columbia College changing in their defense?
Pacing has got to be the thing that they're changing up. Right now, it feels like Harrisburg is completely in control of the pace of the game. And Columbia, yes, they are on defense, but it feels like they are completely at the ebb and flow that Harrisburg's offense is setting, and it's completely reactionary. They are not calling any of the shots. They are simply reacting and waiting for Harrisburg to call the shots. And I think that they could stand to be a little more aggressive, try to go for some interesting picks or flanks.
Well, everything will start here in Showers. Huso will probably phase this smoke in a moment. Not sure if he's ready for two players here in Evo, and Switchblade will go through. Switchblade grabs 1, 2. Ian with a trade, but Evo right after takes Ian out. And so quickly, the Columbia College effort starts.
That is exactly what I was talking about. They took the aggression themselves, brought the backup, and went for a really deep push into Showers. Granted, it wasn't like the all the way out the side into spawn kind of push, but they were ready. They were anticipating the push to the smoke, and this time it paid off.
Got the spike.
Smoke will go down just to make sure that they can grab the spike, but they weren't contesting it to begin with for Columbia College.
Now a 2v4. Spike still over towards the A bomb site with now just over 45 seconds left to work with. If you're Harrisburg in this position, you've got rounds to give. At this point, I would more focus on just trying to kill the economy, take some guns away.
This Deadlock is on this deep, deep flank behind him. It will not catch hijinks, but just barely.
And this should
30
be
seconds
it, right?
left.
For it. Renai will come through, take the head right off of hijinks. The flank won't even be needed. Columbia College gets their 4th round. Can they get 2 more?
4-6 the score. You were talking about it being close. You were talking about the 13-11 first time around, and it seems like that might be what we're looking at here, because neither one of these teams want to go down without a fight. Neither
team wants to go down here. 7-5 would be a huge thing for Harrisburg, right? They played really well last time, but this map was going to be close regardless of what happens in the first
Right
half.
there.
I've brought up tempo switches a couple of times throughout the first half, and I think in this situation I'd like to see a little bit more of that. It's been sort of these slow half bait pushes. We haven't seen much of a full rush execution onto site. I'd like to see at least one of those this half.
Well, we saw it early in the half, actually. We saw those early in the half, and it worked really, really well. We just haven't seen one in a while. Especially with this operator, can get overwhelmed very quickly if you put 3 people in front of it. Legend's the one watching long now. We'll see if Huso, Shadow, and Hijinks want to do anything with that.
3 guns more than 1. All 5 members of Harrisburg still waiting over towards B. Haven't gone for the full commit. They are trying to bait out with some utility, get some information on how many defenders are waiting, and now here comes the push.
Here.
All right. First probably go through Boombot there. Fade ultimate is through. Huso goes down, though. Legend with a nice flick to start it off. Jeffy's got 1 now onto Carnage. They'll flash through. Renai's trying to get something done. Does take 1, but Iron with the trade quickly. Viper's pit here. That's going to be the big thing. Legend with the shorty through the smoke. Not able to get much more than that, but will all dimensionally drifting now through all of the team. Harrisburg University just looking for hijinks. Flash goes through. Switchblade comes around, and Columbia College win a 2nd round now.
My God, they're digging deep for this.
Last round in the half.
That seemed unwinnable to me. There was such an explosive push on the site, and the moment that Viper's pit goes down, that presents such a huge problem for the defense. But the dimensional drift was there just in time. You notice he immediately pointed out exactly where the Viper was standing, and that was all that mattered. And once you have that information, it opens up those lines of fire, and then you can clear things out, and that's exactly what they did.
Right there.
And so quickly, when it looked like it was kind of over for Columbia College, they win 2 rounds. They're looking to make this half even now.
1 round left to give. Legend still looking around the corner with this operator, and you can tell Harrisburg, they're getting a little bit worried here. They might not expect the op to be pushed this far up.
Prowler will come through, jump out. Aftershock will go down from Switchblade. This breach trying to just clear everything all over the place. Ian will put the spike down. Full 5-on-5 retake here.
Now, notice the Molotov was used very early there. That sort of zones it off, but now trades back and forth, and we're in a 3v4.
Yeah, Carnage and Legend each grabbing their own kills here. Shadow has gotten another in sequence. Evo is stuck in the corner here. He's looking for help in heaven to trade. Legend will have help, but he will give his teammate some help there at the end. Renai is on the flank, though. Jeffy will go down. It looked close there for a minute, and Shadow's the last person alive, sitting in the corner. They do know where he is. This fade could be huge, but could go down. Renai able to get yet another kill at the end of the round, bringing it to even scoreline going into the half.
Oh, my lord, the match keeps giving and giving and giving. A dead tie. Exactly what we were talking about when they were down 3-6. They came back, they bit in, they dug deep, and here we go.
Ooh, all right. Everything's new. You're just playing one half of Valorant here. Whoever wins this match has a good set start into the next one.
And really, that attitude is exactly what you want to go for when moving into the second half like this. You pretty much just treat it like there was no first half. Nobody has any advantage. No, there is no economy. It's a full reset. You're basically just playing a Swift play at this point.
Basically, yeah. You're just going to be on only one side.
I'm very interested to see how the offense is going to switch up now that Columbia are the ones that are addressing.
That was a self-gravinet right there.
We don't talk about it.
Smokes will start to come through now. The Harrisburg side, they're prepping with this wall. Jeffy has been using this Viper wall the entire season to great effect. You did hear a little bit of damage being taken by Legend. Not certain they want to commit anywhere yet. Evo with some smokes still.
Spike still sitting over towards A, has not been seen, and it puts Harrisburg in this awkward position where do we act on the sound, do we act on the utility that's coming over towards B, or do you try to sniff out the play here? But now the full rotation from Columbia going over towards B, and we do have a bit of a mismatch as 3 members of the defense are sitting over towards A, and a 5-on-2, that's tough.
That is tough. It's going to have to start with Ian on long. It won't find anything, though. They do know Legend sitting there in the corner. Smoked off his Ian. Dizzy will go out, looking to try and clear anyone sitting in hookah. Wingman goes out, finds one. Ian finds one himself, but Switchblade and I have first 2 kills on this.
There's no way he should have gotten that kill.
No, not at all.
Through the smoke. No, not a chance.
Not a chance at all, Renai. It's giving me flashbacks to the first pistol round we had on this map. Harrisburg University, 3 members in defense.
Over there.
Carnage will be the first one spotted. Grabs 1, grabs 2, grabs 2. It looked like he grabbed 3 for a minute there. Would have been a clip and a half, but Renai is able to get the first one. Carnage with 2 after. Columbia College have their first lead in this game.
4 straight rounds for Columbia. The momentum has shifted firmly back in their direction. They have never led by more, trailed by more than 3, and now they're up 1. And that's going to be a pretty big issue if you're Harrisburg, not used to being behind on this map. You're going to have to try to figure out how to kill that momentum. Otherwise, we talked about the train staying at the station. It's risking leaving.
There's only 2 players on this B site. Jeffy does move forward and take Carnage out with that Sheriff. It still is a weapon disadvantage, right? Every single time you go out of this pistol round, the team winning the pistol will have a huge weapon advantage.
Up you go.
We'll try and use Dizzy up and over. Will spot at least 1. We'll just grab Dizzy back, but not in time to not die. Legend's got 2 in here. It's a 3-on-3.
Man, my Spectre don't do that.
No, it does not. It's a 3-on-3, and Harrisburg could actually still win this. Bulldog pulled up now. They're grouping long. Stinger, wrong choice. But it will be the right choice for Huso. Switchblade's ready with the Prowler coming around the corner. Flash, but can't find anything. Huso with the Sheriff. And just Renai sitting on the site. And Huso's got so much health left.
Blinded.
There's so much still here. Shadow will be the first one spotted. Huso will go down. That's the high health player. Renai's got to do a lot here for Shadow, and he finds him quick.
Even try me.
A round that looked so good for the Harrisburg retake. Could not get clutched up. Renai, second or third time he's clutched this game. He's been really good on this tertiary playmaker.
Now, it's not a complete loss for Harrisburg. They did take away 4 of the guns that Columbia had committed to after winning on the pistol round. So that's a bit of an eco reset. We do see, you know, Bulldog, Stinger, Sheriffs compared now to the full rifles of Harrisburg. So while they may have lost the round, they are giving themselves a fighting chance to come back in this one with a full rifle advantage.
And they're looking to do exactly what Harrisburg did on their attack side. They are trying to force through long and move from there if needed. Jeffy's going to be watching this, grabs the first kill onto Connor.
Gone.
A second onto Legend. Jeffy's been lights out this game. Renai, though, on the other side has been just as good. Will take Jeffy down through that Viper wall.
One for
Move
2.
one over.
That is going to at least make them reconsider this offense. And you can see they're sort of trying to smell out whether or not a flank of some kind is going to be coming here. A 3-on-4 in the favor of Harrisburg, who have not fully committed. 2-on-2, 2 for each side of the map, to try and figure out where Columbia is going to try to take this.
I will come through for Shadow. Will not find anything. Huso is moving up. I don't think either Huso or Evo expected to find anyone there. Smokes will start coming out now for Evo. Will not expect to find hijinks this close either, I don't think.
It's a fake. Look at the defense. They're already on the rotation. But now the push for Columbia coming out onto a free site. They just get it with no opposition.
Ian's still close. This could be not free. This could be very quickly not free. Ian's playing like there's no one on the site, though. Does spot this guy, and both teams know now that there's other players on this site. Evo will get taken down. Renai will take Ian down, though. Quickly after just 10 seconds left in the round, Switchblade able to take Shadow. The spike will go down. It's just Renai left on this site. He's clutched a couple times this game. Can he do it here?
We just saw this, the 1v2 on the bomb site.
He can't. Hijinks jumps in the site, takes Renai out quickly. Harrisburg University still have life in them yet.
And that is exactly the momentum change that they needed. 5 straight rounds for Columbia. They are not going to find a 6th here. We're still within 1 round. That could have been devastating if Harrisburg was not able to close it out. But now they give themselves at least a little bit of breathing room. Granted, the economy still not all that great. They are not really going to have the full proper buy that they would like. And Columbia, on the other hand, they're looking pretty healthy.
We saw Outlaws having a lot of impact in series leading up to this point. Can Legends Outlaw have the same impact here? He thinks he knows where Huso is.
I would scream if that actually happened. The crosshair is just right over him, over and over.
Dizzy does come through, though. Ian's got one on Renai. Oh my goodness, Legend!
Oh my god.
Okay. He's hit another shot. Hijinks down to just single-digit HP.
Jump. Decoy.
They've still got their full 5, but my god, both of those shots kind of unreal.
Is that really their full 5? There's a lot less health on the map. Hijinks will take Legend out, will stop any of his tricks. But Huso now has to fight. Carnage wants to jump out here, but Paint Shells will be just below it. Stuck in a bad place. Hijinks takes Carnage out. At the end of the day, Switchblade will take this low HP player in Hijinks out.
2
Shadow,
4.
30 seconds left.
Shadow on 93 HP is one of the higher hit point players on the map. If he just spams through this, he could take Evo out.
Still gonna have to wait and see. 20 seconds now. They've got to try and elevate, got to try to escalate and push. The shots are landing here, but again, they just don't really have the time to work with.
10 seconds left.
Not much time for either side here. But Columbia College will just have to turn tail, save these 2 weapons, hope to not get killed by Shadow here.
My god, we're tied again.
I said it was going to be a close first map.
You were not kidding. Oh my God, it's just back and forth and back and forth. And now again, the economy, it's just flip-flop back and forth, zig and zag. Not gonna have full armor on Jeffy, but he is gonna eventually be able to buy it. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, he'll be fine here. I'm more worried about the Stinger and the Bucky over on the attack side. No, Legend does have the dimensional drift. He will be able to use that your ultimate if he wants to get in and shotgun someone in the face.
Wouldn't be all too shocked if that was the route that they decided to take here to try and grab that information early, but no, already a couple of flashes out.
Oh,
no, the judge!
The hijinks is judge. Shadow on the flank, can't find Renai. Huso there to trade. But so quickly this round that looked so promising turns on its head. Harrisburg University with 3 going for a full retake here, but Evo, he still has the spike. He's walking into defender spawn.
Spike down.
That's the spike down. Switchblade not far behind, stuck between a globule and a hard place now as he goes down.
That went sideways so quickly. I was talking about in the pregame the presence of judges and different shotguns and these weird short-range micro skirmishes in the early parts of rounds, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. Just Brimstone sitting next to a smoke with a judge. That is a tale as old as time.
Nine rounds right now for Harrisburg, up just 1. And a judge now purchased for Columbia College. They've seen the power.
Like, oh, he can do it. I can do that too.
Columbia College they're playing slow this round.
Yep, I was just about to mention the tempo shift yet again. It's changing round to round. There is no consistency between the way that these teams are approaching each individual round. It's just they're picking a strategy and running with it every round, and it's different every time.
Jeffy could get caught with a knife out here. He will use Toxic Bite right there just to try and do anything. Ult will go through. Viper's Pit is close. Legend is behind this, though. Rolling Thunder comes through. Jeffy's just still in a terrible place. Switchblade comes through right in at Harrisburg so quickly on so little amounts of players. Ajax has 1, but Carnage finishes off a 4K. It's 9-9. This is not stopping.
Why did every, like,
are equals?
somebody use an ult and every other person in the lobby was like, wait a second, I have an ult too. It's just everyone hit the X key on your keyboard simultaneously. What? That was Orbital Strike, that was a Rolling Thunder, that was a Viper's Pit. What else was used there?
There's more stuff there.
There was a lot. It was a lot of utility. Probably like, I don't know, 6,000,
There was a dimensional
7,000 credits. Ridiculous amounts of utility being used. And it all happened in like 10 seconds.
Looks like they just want to run it back. Jeffy's going to try and cross here. He will be able to for a moment. He'll take a lot of HP off of Legend.
I've noticed Jeffy has gone for those jump spots down long in most of these defensive rounds. This time got a little bit over aggressive, and instead of going for the jump spot, actually went for the full commit to try and maybe get some more information. That time does not work.
But look at this. Look at the space that Columbia College have. It's not that much. They have 5 alive and not that much space, and we're a minute left in the round. There's still plenty of time for them to do things in this round. They're going to have to look towards going to A at this point. They don't have space anywhere. They've got to start making some. Hijinks, I think he spots Renai there.
Must see the gun barrel. Yep, the smoke is going to come down to try and make it a little bit more difficult. Now through the smoke here is going to get taken out. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Fault line comes through, and Ian is able to get to safety, at least relative safety for a second. Switchblade just runs right through that Gecko Molotov for a moment.
30 seconds left.
Evo will get the spike plant down. It's a 2-on-3 retake. We've seen these gone both ways this game.
Bring them
What
down.
is this explosive tempo shift we've seen in the last couple of rounds? It's gone from these back and forth single dueling trades to these big 2-man, 3-man, 4-man fights that's just getting 2 to 3 kills every time.
Switchblade won't get spotted. They know now. Huso spotted him. Paint shells will come through. They're going to try and take Shadow out. They do. Huso will get the trade right back. But so quickly, it's all onto Legend, and he hits the shot!
Lord. Hipfire! Who needs the ADS?
What a shot.
Oh my God.
There's no money.
Look at this.
There is no money now on the Harrisburg side. They're looking at sheriffs. They're hoping Ian
Here.
can pull out a Spectre and still have some cash.
Oh. If you're looking at trends for this half, Harrisburg should win this one. Columbia wins 2. Harrisburg wins 3. Columbia wins 2. So with that logic, Harrisburg
Cutting
should
through.
go to 12 here if we're just going off of trends.
It's close. It's going to be close either way. I comes out, will not spot.
Here.
Shadow thinks it's safe. Legend's coming around the corner. He doesn't spot Shadow, but he turns around, does grab Shadow. Shadow could have gotten Carnage there. Could have gotten Legend. Holds his trigger to a bad degree.
Listen, I understand what you're going for there. The trigger discipline,
I
you're trying to
will
find
try.
more than just the one Switchblade. Heck of another pick there. Now the 5v3.
Carnage has 1. Nothing more. Just 2 left on Harrisburg. Jeffy's going to have to do something here. Something magical with this
Last player
Marshall.
standing.
Not even a real weapon.
Spike planted.
1v5.
Huso with the Sheriff. You've seen this one before.
Here we go. 10-9 is going to get stunned up, and that might do it. Oh. No way. No
Huso
way.
with the Sheriff. You've seen it here before.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, you don't shoot here. Oh, he's got 2.
Guns. Take the guns. That's incredible.
What? Huso?
Dude is on a stealth mission over here. Just walked by half the team.
He's playing Solid Snake. He's
We're
playing Metal
here
Gear Solid.
because we're the best. Don't
Where's this
any of
cardboard
you
box?
forget that.
That, I think, might be my favorite sequence of the entire game. I recognize that it did not win the round, but that was incredible.
Can someone please clip that? Because we're gonna need to come back later and put some like Pink Panther music over that. Some copyright-free Pink Panther music.
Genuinely, what are the odds that you just stealth walk past like 4 people? Not only that, you kill 2 of them with a pistol, get a gun, and live.
It would have been so cool if you got the ninja. I understand where I'm asking for a lot here, but
If that had happened, that
Right
would
here.
have gone down as like one of the greatest plays, period, ever amongst any league at all in any game that plays this format. Like, you go back through 20 years of Counter-Strike and you're like, 1v5
There's one
ninja
play.
defuse.
there's one play that comes to mind, and it's the Cadian 1v5 to win Pro League.
I know
That's
what you're
it.
talking about.
That's it. That's the only play. I'm a Counter-Strike historian, and that is the only play. It's that and Snack's trigger discipline in Mirage on apps.
Ah, you're bringing good memories to mind. Thank you for that.
I got yous, okay?
Huso grabs 2. He grabs the weapon. He can't win the round with it. But if you're not going to win the round, that's about as good as you're going to get.
That's gonna juice you up. You're like, I don't care that we didn't win. That is such a big like mental boost to be able to do that. You take the guns, you take a round that is devastating and make it almost sort of like a mental victory.
Oh, no. You know that Harrisburg is sitting here going, where was he?
That's the sort of play you go back later, you look at the VOD and you're like, oh my God, how does that happen?
Jeffy will get a couple shots taken out of him by Legend to start this round. There is an ultimate available for a deadlock. They could cocoon someone. Legend understands he is stuck between a smoke and a wall.
For the time being, this does appear to be an execute over towards Hookah. The split still 3-2 in the favor of A. Legend still hanging out towards A short to try and gather some information, keep them on their toes. But it looks like the rest of Columbia is going to be making their way over towards B long. It comes down to timing here, 35 seconds.
30 seconds left.
I'm out. Go get him, buddy.
Ian's got 1. He's got a lot here that he needs to do to get this site. This will be
Satchel out.
the rocket launcher used early. They haven't gone into the site, but it's just 15 seconds left. Columbia College could just lose here from not moving.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Thrash comes out from Ian.
They
One
score
kill.
a plant.
That may be all Ian needs.
No, he got it. He got it before
He's got it.
4.
He's barely got it,
Spike
but he's
planted.
got it. Under half a second left.
One
But they're
enemy
so
remaining.
quick on this retake. 1 HP left onto hijinks. Fake
Eight.
teleport.
101 total. Around the corner.
One
spots
enemy
him.
remaining.
Able to find the one. Now another 1v1, and look at the HP on Legend.
He can't reload. He knows the second he
now.
reloads, it's going to be bad for him. Spin beacon goes down. Just 3 HP now on hijinks. Legend turned this duel into his own favor. But hijinks is just walking up. Can't find anything. One shot onto Legend, but just one shot back to bring them to map point.
Match
My
point.
God,
Let's end this.
what a match this has been. 12-9 now. The momentum once again firmly in the hands of Columbia and Harrisburg. This is it. This is your do or die. You have no more space. You have no more rounds left to give. And on top of that, you have no money.
There's no cash in the bank for Harrisburg University here. They are putting everything to this round, and Jeffy will be on a Guardian, not full armor.
Blinded.
Dimensional drift used early. Oh, Brunei spots one, can't find anything.
He slipped past.
He slips.
Hawkeye.
He pulls a Huso. And just comes back through. Still can't find anything. What is going on? And Cabbage is ready to come out, but he can't find them. How is he still alive? 11 HP trying to take Huso down himself, but Huso will take him down just before dying to Legend. What is going on?
Right here.
Do we need to get players
here.
bigger monitors? I think that's all we need at this point.
2v4, Columbia, they're on the precipice of going up to 1-0 in this series. They've got the positions on it. Here we go.
Ian's got one. Jeffy's got one. It's turned into a 2-on-2 very quickly. Rolling Thunder was used early in the round. 88 HP just left onto Switchblade. They're starting the defuse already. Carnage walking through. Jeffy takes him out.
No way.
No, they get off the spike. They got off the spike. Jeffy's got it.
Hey!
What is this game?
It just keeps giving. I don't even know what to say at this point. You just took an unwinnable 2v4 where you have no money, and we're like, me personally, I'd win those.
That's disgusting.
I mean, come on.
I can tell you that this first map is living up to being a banger. Could be the same score as last time, by the way. 13-11 was the score for Columbia College the last time these two played on this map.
Don't say it. Don't jinx it. You might make it happen. Caster curse is real.
Jeffy's able to get out for just a moment. Wall will go up.
But Huso did get that opening pick, so now at this point you've just got to sit and wait. You've already got the man advantage, and you cannot afford to play aggressive. Make it a 2-man advantage.
He's waiting here. Finds Carnage. Harrisburg is not giving up here. They want to bring this to 11.
They've just woken up. They have ascended in this round. Like, just a bunch of individual single solo plays.
Taken
Ooh.
down.
That could have been very bad very
Right
quickly.
here.
We just saw a 2v4
Launching
last
smoke.
round. Last time it went the favor of Harrisburg. Now a 2v3.
Not
What
again.
is happening?
And they're so
planted.
far away. They're so far away.
Here we go.
Legend won't even get spotted by this. He'll be just outside an elbow.
Who's got a timing too around the corner? They've already made their way out onto site.
Just sit here.
Last player standing.
He's got one. He can't get any more than just the one. Harrisburg
Molly is
University will
on.
bring it to
Yeah.
11.
Will not matter. Molly doesn't buy that much time. 12-11. We're either going overtime or we're having a repeat of last time. Do you think they know? Do you think they're thinking about it? Is that on the brain, thinking about the last time that this exact same situation happened?
I don't think any of them know the exact same that the score is possibly the same. We'll see Columbia College take their second time out here now. They took one in the first half, and it let them get to a tie game.
Not just a tie game, they won the rest of the rounds in that half, I do believe, and then the first like 3 or 4 of the second half. So clearly, whatever they're going over in these timeouts is effective. They are being able to make the most out of it. And I've got to know, what exactly are they talking about here? Like, what do you change up? You're on match point. All you got to do is win 1, or you got to play at least 2 more.
Right here.
I mean, here's the thing. If you lose this first map when it was winnable for you, regardless of which team wins, it was winnable at many times for both teams. You go into the second map knowing you couldn't close out. You couldn't finish the deal. You couldn't shake the guy's hand.
It is the same mental stakes for both teams. You make such a good point there. Whichever team is not able to finish here is the one that wasn't able to close things out when they had so many opportunities to do so. And which team is going to be able to withstand that?
I couldn't tell you, man.
This has been so great. We talked about it over and over how great Vine was going to be, and it wasn't wrong. This has been such a great map of Valorant.
Right here.
It's been a banger. It's been a juicer.
I love this
And
choice.
Jeffy's using this ultimate early.
Love
It's
that
a
choice.
Really good choice. It just limits the possible places Harrisburg University can go. Columbia College can go. The other Harrisburg University.
Now, what do you do? What do you do in this situation? Do you pull a Stewie 2K and do you say, that's a nice Viper spit, we don't care, and like full 5 push into it and just go for the Hail Mary?
So I'm looking here, and there's no ultimates. If there was an ultimate, I'm looking Orbital Strike, I'm looking Rolling Thunder, actually any of them. That helps out a lot with trying to get Jeffy going. And the second you remove Jeffy from the equation, you have a lot more places you can go.
Yes, because historically, Legend has been able to counter the Viper Spit going in with the Dimensional Drift to grab
He
that
needs
information.
just one ult point here.
You see how fiercely they're defending the ult orb on long currently? I feel like on some level they have to have that realization.
Well, they do. They press tab.
30 seconds left.
You know, you make a good point there. Yeah, if you just look and see, it's like, it's right there.
Just 30 seconds left right now. And they're going. 20 seconds left on the round now. They've got to execute onto the site. Renai will be the first person in, but the first person down. Shadow takes him. Prowler to follow. Spots more. Jeffy's ready for one. Does take one onto Carnage. Is ready to come out. Takes one as well with Shadow.
We are going to overtime. Oh my lord!
Switching sides.
You know,
Overtime.
in one of our 3 intros, I called that this could be an overtime.
You did absolutely call a potential overtime.
To be fair, I think I also called a Columbia College win, and I also called a Harrisburg University win. So I've covered all of our bases here.
It's like, yeah, if I predict every possible outcome, I'm going to be right in at least one of them.
I don't know which one Stream saw, though. I don't remember which intro we got.
Look at how weirdly similar these kills are, by the way. It's
Oh, yeah.
a little distressing.
They're way evener, more even over on the Harrisburg side.
We have another operator, so they are opting for sort of that glass cannon style build. You cannot afford the full heavy armor in that situation. It does leave them a little more vulnerable, and they're just sending it. They're just going.
I mean, this is the tempo change.
Bomb buddy out.
Harrisburg hasn't played attack in 12 rounds.
It's just one half of Valorant. It's just a Swift play.
Just 12 rounds.
Yeah, it's just 12 rounds. It's just, you know, like a whole game.
Hawk out. Blinded.
That Hawk will let Renai know there's at least one player sitting in hookah. Try and parkour with the dog to find that player. We'll find Huso.
Here.
Now
Cuss
it comes
in
down.
the corner. And then walk past. Eye goes up. Dizzy goes up. Pool goes up. So much utility goes up, but Renai still grabs Eye in. And another kill. Another trade. Shadow has 2 in the round, but 2 down for Harrisburg University.
2 for 2, a 3-on-3, and again, if I'm seeing ghosts of the first half, a 3-player retake coming in from spawn.
Jeffy's got one. He was the hero. He's been a hero this entire half.
Toxin screen.
This entire game. Screen goes down. Can Jeffy do more? Already got one on this retake. He cannot find another.
enemy
Evo will
remaining.
take him. Huso gets traded out quickly. Aftershock available for Switchblade.
1v2, tap on the spike around the corner. The jump peek is not going to get that information, but is going to get spotted out again. This all comes down to time.
Trevor! Come on, come on.
He was going to stick it there, but he can't. Shadow comes around the corner, brings Harrisburg up 1.
They're back in the lead for
Switching
the first
sides.
time since
Match
the
point.
first half, since we were tied. Harrisburg has fought back so hard, and now all they need is to win one more, and they are going to conquer those demons, and they'll go up 1-0. But Columbia, they're in a pretty similar situation here to where Harrisburg just was. They've now got to make it to overtime.
This map was
Try
the
not to
closest
die.
the first time we saw this match.
This is
I
absurd.
could not tell you which way
Cutting
this
through.
goes.
This is absurd. This is ridiculous. I love this.
They've got a lot of people sitting here in hookah. They're gonna find hijinks with the judge. A double kill, close to a triple half health. Ian will take Switchblade down to finish this off. It's looking like Harrisburg has the win in hand, but Ian a missed spray, a little whip
enemy
there.
remaining.
And a nice kill from Huso to take Renai. Just Evo left over on the Columbia College side. Sorry, but I see clouds in the air. There is a storm brewing. As Harrisburg University,
down.
they found
Oh.
one. Evo's got Huso through the wall.
A kill and a plant. He's got ult here. He still could go for the full rotation over towards A. He's got a whole minute to work with.
They're no.
Oh my God,
No, no,
no
no,
way.
no, 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 no,
Not again.
no, 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 no. They're thinking about it. At the very least, they've thought about it for a moment.
Oh my
He's
God.
going into it. He's
my
going
God.
into it.
One enemy remaining.
He's found one. He's got one. I think he knows the other one's got to be sitting there.
And all he's got to do is
30
get the
seconds
plant, and
left.
he's got orbital strike. Molly and orbital, it's
Spike
basically
planted.
dead.
My ult's ready.
He's looking in the wrong place. He's in the wrong place. Jeffy walks around the corner, takes Evo, and that will be Harrisburg University finishing it out.
Spike diffused.
Oh my
Defenders win.
God.
Anticipated.
It couldn't have been closer. There is no world in which this game is closer than what you and I just watched.
I'm sorry, my brain is still rebooting from that.
My brain is still rebooting from Huso playing Metal Gear Solid for a bit, okay? I'm a couple rounds even behind that.
There was like 4 or 5 different individual rounds that were a contender for like the round of this series, and we're only on the first map.
It's insane. It is absolutely insane. We yeah, we're gonna come back to this when we come back from a break. Both of us need to rest our breath for a second. But before we go, at the MEC, we want to thank Buy Blue Light for powering the MEC Championship for the second time this season. The glasses are of really nice quality. They have blue light filters in them to make sure that when you're looking at a screen all day, you don't have issues with your eyes later in life. If you use devices all day, make sure to check out their website at buybluelight.com. That's BYE bluelight.com to see what they have to offer. We will be back right after a break where both of us rest our voices and get water.
Good stuff.
All right, everyone. I hope you had a nice quick break, a nice cool down in between maps because it was a banger. It was a juicer. I in fact told Mesby to be ready for this, and no matter what I told him, it wouldn't have prepared him for that.
Like, you said it during like the final stages of the map. You ran through 3 different versions of potential outcomes for this game, and every single one of them would have delivered, and somehow we got like the special 4th option.
We got the shiny rare version.
Oh my god, the Pokemon.
We got the foil alt art version. Yeah, so both teams are 1 player away from being ready, but before we go into that, we are going to talk about the next map, which is Haven. Now, obviously the script that was written last time we can kind of throw out. Theoretically, this was a Harrisburg University win, and it was in quite a dominant as comparative fashion. It was a 13-3 map in Harrisburg's favor. So what did Columbia College need to do here now? They lost that map. It was winnable on multiple occasions. They were the first team to get to map point. It was 12-10, I believe, when they got to map point. So they had a couple shots to get there. They couldn't close out. They couldn't close out in overtime. What do you need to do now as Columbia College to see if you can get to that map 3 on Abyss?
One of the other things that we were discussing was the way that whichever one of those teams was the one to not be able to close out was more than likely going to be staggeringly aware of that fact that whoever didn't win then had to move on to a map 2, not only down a map in a series that is only a best of 3, but also aware that they could not close it out when they had a number of different opportunities to do so. So I would say moving into a second map, the most important factor for specifically Columbia is going to be just focusing on that mental reset, trying to find that place of reset. You know, we talked about the end of the first half there on Bind, that it's a clean slate. Nobody has the advantage. Just treat it like a normal map. And I think that's the mindset they need to dig into.
I feel like if you're Columbia College, you have to have some really good mental jump back here to be able to do something. Like that's all it is. You have to have really insanely good mental right here to be able to just come back from that really harsh overtime loss to try and make something happen here.
Yep, full mental reset. You just look at it and you say, okay, Bind is done, map 1's done, it's over, it's finished. That is now in the past. That now does not matter. All that matters is right now, thinking about what you can improve mechanically, looking in your agent select, looking in the way that you approach individual rounds, and you don't let the current lag in terms of the overall score affect your in-the-moment gameplay. Is that difficult to do? Absolutely. Yes. Players are human. You are going to deal with the fact that you couldn't get a win, and that is a huge tax on your mental, but being able to fight that, being able to overcome that is exactly what you need to do, even beyond just the micro of individual gunplay.
We saw in this first map that both teams had different meta reads is the wrong term, I'd say, because both teams kind of had their own meta. They're both their own way they wanted to play the map. And from what it starts to look like, both teams still have their own way they want to play this map.
Wow, these are wow.
They're not completely different. We'll have three of the same agents in the Breach, the Omen, and the Sova. But Killjoy and Cypher, Yoru I actually expected. Legend plays a lot of Yoru. He plays on every map. Huso pulling the Neon out.
So really, I guess in this situation, it comes down to which Sentinel do you prefer for playing on defense here? I think personally, just as a me thing, I prefer the Cypher. I think that, yes, the Killjoy turret being able to hold the site informationally on its own does provide a lot of value, but a lot of the problems that we were seeing on Bind was teams getting caught up in that rotation and not being able to determine where the other team was going to go on their offense, and the Cypher Neural Theft offers so much single-time information at such a low cost. I would almost prefer that.
Go, go, go!
I think when you're looking at this, the Harrisburg University comp also has Neon. It means they can rotate even quicker than last map, which was very quick.
Not even just the Neon, they've got the Omen as well. So you get into that situation where you need a snap rotation. You've got the Omen ult, you've got the Neon sprinting across the map at Mach 5. This is going to be a very fast-paced Harrisburg team.
Here's the quick pace already. Huso is in the site. He's been stopped by just about everything. Literally everything that could have stopped him, it stopped him. He's hit through the box by a classic right click, but nothing more. Plant will go down. Harrisburg University, they've started. They've begun their campaign here.
Oh. The flanker's getting flanked.
No more secrets.
There we go. Renai will take Ian down, and during this, Evo's gotten 2 kills onto the site. Shadow trying to get something done. Finds one head, can't find anything more. Jeffy put in a situation that he cannot win. Switchblade will take it, and they'll win the round.
Thanks.
Well, we were talking about mental reset and trying to make sure that you can like recover from last map, and Columbia, they're doing that in the pistol round. They have been performing well in these earlier rounds. Now with the 1-2-0 lead, though, we've seen what can happen when it comes to that second round economy for the team that wins the pistol. That really hasn't been the guarantee that you would otherwise expect it to be so far.
1-0. Huso with this this Bucky. There's been a lot of shotgun plays this series so far.
Yeah, no kidding. Judge has had quite a bit of presence. Granted, Bind is kind of known for that, but I'm interested to see how this works out.
He's sprinting. He's sprinting.
Gotta go.
Turret's been taken out. Tries to jump across. We'll see no one's there. Jumps onto site. Plant's going to go down in a moment.
Go, go, go.
And very quickly, Harrisburg University again have the C site. Will they hold it this time?
Talk about fast execution. Tempo was a really big factor on Bind, and it seems like this time they have found a speed that hasn't really worked in the first round, but now it's more guns.
Okay, Huso!
Shadows traveling.
Well, there's some speed and aggression.
Way to sprint it in. Finds the 1-for-1, and now still a 4v4 retake.
New meaning to the term sprinting it. Hijinks and Shadow each grab their own Evo, and that Ares is going to go further, but Jeffy and Shadow take the second round in the other direction. 1-1.
What I just said about the winning the pistol round not really meaning all that much in this series?
Yeah, look at that right there.
Yeah, who would have imagined?
This goes here.
They're flipping the script in every way imaginable, I swear.
Turret out.
Going into the third round here.
That
Weapons
goes there.
for Harrisburg. Nothing for Columbia College. Though we did just kind of see Harrisburg win on a round where they didn't really have weapons too.
Shortcut.
They're not slowing down, not even a little bit.
Nope, fast lane through. They're moving. They're grooving. Carnage is out of this round already.
Oh.
Carnage is very out of this round as Jeffy takes the Ares and uses all the bullets.
Gray screen is the most effective form of crowd control.
Go.
Never heard that with gray screen, but Huso's got one in this round. He's just going to run away. They don't need to do anything more. It's a 3v5, and Shadow will just poke
One
himself
enemy
through the smoke,
remaining.
grab a frag, walk away. Jeffy using every bullet that is given to you with the Ares.
Wow. Wow. They... You know, I respect the fact that it absolutely did not work in the pistol round, and they said, all right, hold up, let's run that back and just keep doing this over and over just to make sure that they know that it does in fact work.
This is the I said that there was some bronze calling in
Right
the
here.
last game where it was A, B, A, B, A, B, and the same thing every day. This is that same level, but in a totally separate way of go A. Sorry, go C. Go C again. Now one more time. They'll never expect a third time in a row.
And now, again, this dynamic
Choke
switch
down.
up. They were anticipating the full C commit. They've already got 3 players sort of lurking over towards the C long, C lobby area, and now they are completely turning it on its head yet again, getting the information and making their way out towards A.
They're playing so they have not played slow this entire half. They will spot the alarm bot now.
I'm out of here.
And Huso spotted on it. They
There
know
we go.
fast lane through. Huso's gonna run through, try and find anyone. He's found Evo through the wall. Jumps outside of the fault line quickly. Carnage is on the site in a bad position. Aftershock gonna grab part of it, but he's got 3.
That's so ridiculous. He got one that he wasn't even aiming at with the bullet spread.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do a lot with the Outlaw. Make sure his team is safe through this. They know where Shadow is.
A fine day.
Jeffy's got one.
Last
On
player
Renai.
standing.
Legend behind with the operator early, by the way.
Oh,
Third
he
round
finally
in.
got it.
One
Operator
enemy
is a
remaining.
thing. Oh, drops down and dies. Just Jeffy.
It was a distraction.
The switchblade, sorry.
It was a distraction.
It was a distraction.
My ult's ready.
You notice?
With his
You
life.
try.
He immediately
Idiots.
snapped the crosshair over because he's like, who would do this? And that's all that it took was that momentary distraction. He's like, I'll throw myself off the balcony as a distraction. It's fine.
It's the best flashbang, I guess, is your teammate. Legend already has the dimensional drift. He's got an operator. We are 5 rounds in.
2-2. This is the series that just keeps giving.
Operator's going to be stuck in the side. That dart will not help Legend right here. We'll go away after a moment. Your recon bolt, there it is.
I appreciate the fact that he did not care even a little bit.
No.
When he got tagged with a dart. He's like, go ahead, Pete. See how that works out for you.
There.
And knowing Legend, he'll probably hit that right now. We saw him hit it last map, too.
You might know where I am. I don't need to know where you are to hit you.
But back and forth so far.
Still 3 players stacked over
Here
towards
we
A for
go.
Columbia, plus the Killjoy utility, but now Sparky Fingers!
Yeah, Emperor Palpatine right here, starting to go through. Cannot find anything. They've taken Evo out of this round already. Moving around trying to find anything. Renai will not find a single soul with his Hunter's Fury. They know they're there. They're ready to start
Spike
trying to
planted.
retake. It's a 4v5 retake. But they've got no vision on anyone. Legend will be the first.
As in all things, it always ends C. Seems like that is the play.
Will be the beginning. They'll try and tap it. That's a nice kill onto Jeffy. And Odin used for him in this round to try and get something done. Legend creeping around the corner trying to grab a kill, but Rolling Thunder comes through. Will knock Legend up and around the corner in the right place. Helped him out there for a minute. Concuss will come through. Legend's gonna just try and peek again here. Try and save his teammate. Aftershock gonna stop again, but Shadow finally has the kill onto Legend. Another one onto Switch, and Huso's
Last
finishing
player
it out.
standing.
Carnage has 2. He can get a third. Iron will take him out. We'll bring Harrisburg to the 3rd round win. This map looks just as close as the first one.
That went from 0 to 100 so quick there at the end. I didn't point this out in the middle of the round, but I do want to make a really, really big point here. Harrisburg committing the Hunter's Fury there, while they were using it offensively to take the site, is an extremely big deal because they've removed one of their only options for offensively dealing with Carnage's lockdown. So now you either got to figure out a way to get the Hunter's Fury back, or you just have to concede the lockdown pickup.
So this Odin looks quite good.
Coming through.
So there was a player last year who used the Odin every game and only did.
That's
His name was Banthanor, a fan favorite player for Cornell College. Harrisburg University like to be closing this round up quite
Almost out.
quickly. He became quite a meme. Somewhere there is a Banthanor Brimstone meme with the
Spike
Odin.
planted. Last
See if
player
I can find it in
standing.
between, but Hijinks able to take Renai out. Just Evo left at the end of this round. It will be a Harrisburg round 4 once they finish it off.
It's just on the way out.
There it is.
What do you say, drone? Ready to stretch your wings?
I'm a really big fan of the pace that Harrisburg is setting here. Granted, it's not working every single round, but we were talking about the speed at which they would be able to approach individual rounds during the setup pre-pistol round, and that is exactly what they've been doing. They have been setting this
Let's
precedent of really, really high-paced gameplay and sticking to it over and over, and it's working for the most part.
Far. There's a possibility it doesn't here.
shortcut.
Start for Huso. Fast lane up. trying to avoid that Sova dart. Will just slide right into Sova.
Time to jump.
Just instantly in. Carnage with a couple shots onto Ian.
Things settling down at least a little bit. They've pushed out and away. Now the rotation back around, but now the dimensional drift is going to get the information. The rotation has come through. It depends whether or not he's going to be able to find them, and he is.
No more soap.
What a kill from Carnage onto Shadow.
One enemy remaining.
Goes the other way around as well. Evo and Legend finishing it out. 3-4. Columbia College get another round win. Close. It's so close.
That dimensional drift on its own won the round. Like, granted, they still had to get the kills, but that immediate reaction of, okay, we need the information to figure out where they're going and what the approach is going to be. Are they going to go back for a C execute? Are they sticking to this? Are they going to go for the rotation? The moment that information happened, they were immediately able to collapse and execute on the end of the round. That's enormous. You cannot supplement that.
Gotta go.
And not at all. Huso's going to start running through. He'll be the first man in. He will be the first man in for basically the entire attacking side.
I would like to try and see anyone outrun the Neon.
I mean, I guess if you, like, don't buy the running bit. Ultron, first set to go through.
Go, go.
Aftershock will actually go right onto where Huso is standing. Force him back. Force the whole Harrisburg University side back.
Notice that Columbia is committing
There.
so much defense towards A every single round. The Killjoy setup has been there pretty much every single time. And not only that, but all three members continuing to hang out. And it might just be that spidey sense telling them that Harrisburg is still somewhere in the area. It looks like now at this point, yep, they might be looking for that swap round. No, just going to go back towards heaven. All right, they're feeling it.
Legend was spotted there for a second. Huso would have seen him. Run through. First sprinting starting. Switchblade will be the recipient of a couple bullets, but
30
the defending
seconds
Killjoy goes down. It will try and prevent any amount of spike going down, but with 4 seconds left, it will just force everyone out of the site.
There.
Lockdown destroyed at the last possible second.
Looks like they didn't need the Hunter's Fury to make it happen.
Recon Bolt will spot to start. They know there's a couple players back here. Legend will be the first primary instigator here. A lot of flashes, a lot of stuns. Not much vision, but Legend grabs another onto Jeffy. Carnage right here with his friend Yoru. And Killjoy grabbing everything. And it will all be up to a Cypher who takes 2 with him. But Columbia College even the score up.
My
No, you
lord,
don't
we're
deserve
tied
my
again.
mentions.
It just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It just keeps going. It just keeps giving. And now the economy for Harrisburg, they are going to opt for the full rifles, cannot afford full armor across the board. But you look at the econ for both of these teams, actually, and the stakes are higher than ever.
out.
This 4-4, whoever wins their 5th round here is going to be in a pretty good spot to guarantee at least a 6th.
At the very least, a 6th here. Could be looking at more. Again, first person in will be Huso, will be this Neon, but Legend will take
Spike
Shadow down.
down
That's the
A.
spike quickly. It's a good kill for Legend. Did not have to give much up to do it.
And notice we were talking about early aggression on the last map, of switching things up, of going for those really deep pushes, and that is exactly what I was talking about. You switch things up, you do something unexpected to throw out a little bit of a curveball, and this time around it's working. So now with the man advantage, force him to
I
adjust the
know
strategy,
exactly
but IN's gonna get it first, and there's the neural theft.
They'll know everything. They know they're leaning towards A, but doesn't mean they'll stay there very quickly. It is showing that Columbia College are sticking there for right now. They know that anywhere else is a better place.
IN versus Evo here in spawn could be a pretty big deal here. So we're in a 4-on-4. If they decide to go for the full aggressive push here, whoever gets the pit could be an enormous turn here.
Deleted.
That's
Page
huge.
3.
I'll take it. He'll walk away. 3v4 now. On the flank is Carnage. Rolling Thunder comes through on the site. Angel's on this super deep flank. He will not be able to help out his team. Jeffy grabs one, switch with the next. Carnage now in the right place at the right time. Starts running. Will take one. Just Huso left in the cubby. Already aware of Switchblade holdings. Huso grabs one. We'll have to look to peek.
Mind games a little bit because he has no idea where IN is. The moment he gets spotted out, he is going to know here. But as the bomb continues to tick, still on half around the side, and there he is. 3 kills, and the monster flank pays off yet again.
It's the longest flank in the world.
Man's running a marathon out here.
And now it's 5-4. Weapons for Harrisburg University. They want to continue pushing their advantage here.
I mean, if you take a look at the leaderboard, you look at the kills, you look at the money, things are getting pretty dire for Columbia. They were on the losing side here, so Harrisburg gonna be in a pretty good chance, pretty good position to guarantee that they are at least able to tie into the second half. But that's exactly what happened last time. I'm again seeing echoes of map 1.
Cover going out.
Dark cover will go out. We'll cover A long. I want to make sure they can walk up. They should know there's an alarm bot here by this point.
Alarm bot down.
Look
They
at the
triggered it.
mismap.
They walk away.
Big mismatch in terms of defense. A big 3-man flank coming out all the way through the attacker side spawn. But with that, it opens up so much space on the site. A single lone killjoy to try and make it happen. Now the defense well on their way to try and make it in, but now the execution on the site.
Gotta go.
Those nanoswarm bots held them off for just a second to let this flank come through. It will only be 2-1. Unsure what Legend's doing. Will be 2 on the flank at the end of the day. Evo's got his first. Rolling Thunder from the other side. We saw from Columbia College last round. Harrisburg University will be using it now. And Huso just goes right through and kills Switchblade. Legend and Renai both have their own, and a Carnage with a third in the round. Huso takes Carnage out finally. Harrisburg University is only on Huso, and the Neon cannot sprint that quickly.
Spoke a little bit too soon about getting a 6th, I suppose. We're tied for what feels like the millionth time in this series. One of these teams is going to get a lead eventually, right? They can't stop just trading 2 rounds to 2 rounds, right?
You'd hope.
Right here. Right here.
You would hope.
Oh my goodness.
Turret out.
Oh, once again, they're geared up
Go, go, go.
towards the central portion of the map. Looks like it's going to be another
Go, go,
C
go.
execute, but Legend already sitting in wait down C long could be the difference makers. So again, going to pop the Sparky fingers, and he's going to get out of dodge immediately.
Renai with this Odin comes through smoke, grabs 1. He's got 2 in the round, a third on Hijinks. What is this?
Hello?
Odin's the most overpowered weapon in the game. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
Last round before the switch.
He just crouch walked around a corner with a gun with 100 bullets and was like, yeah, no, I got this. Don't worry. That was not spray and pray. That was like spray and divine intervention.
There was a lot of divine intervention there.
Well, now Columbia, against all odds, lagged as far as 4-2 in the beginning of the half, have now clawed back to 6. Are we going to have another tie moving into the second half? Feels like the momentum would say otherwise. Columbia, they want 7 here.
And they just keep putting pressure on long. They should know at this point that there's going to be pressure on long to start. Hijinks will go with the double peek, take Carnage out to start. That's all of the Killjoy utility gone to start. Huso in a great place to start trying to take Switchblade out. Just a couple of points of HP taken off the top. But we'll still be pushed back. Dimensional Drift. Starting to ping out where every single member is. This is what we have talked about many, many times with Columbia College. This is the zone and the drone and zone. Using the Sova ult with the Dimensional Drift as a giant owl drone to mark where everyone is, but Harrisburg University have started this round, and Renai still going with the Odin. There were 3 kills in the Harrisburg University favor. They'll finish it out. 6-6, even.
Charges.
Oh my God, we're tied
Switching
again.
sides.
Can we just like take a quick look at the scoreboard here? I really want to know how many times we have been tied so far. So what? It was 2-2. Then it was 4-4. Then it was 5-5, and now it's 6-6.
It's disgusting.
This is the most absurd back and forth dance I have ever seen. They're tangoing, they're waltzing, they're doing something here, a dance of death, back and forth and back and forth. And I think it looks like Columbia is going to be taking a page out of Harrisburg's playbook. They're starting up on the same side of the map that they were struggling to defend in the first half.
It's go long simulator, isn't it? That's
The
all.
map
That's
with
the
two
only
longs?
place
Yeah.
Harrisburg went. They went both longs. No B site the entire time.
Big teleport.
You don't need it. Center of the map, that's for chumps.
I have had a long-running conspiracy here that no one ever purposely goes B. They just end up there.
It's just an accidental. You never
Yeah.
go through the center of the map. You just have no other option.
Exactly. That's my conspiracy theory, and it was proven right in the first half. Huso's got one on
Spike
Surinai to
down,
start this
C.
off. He's still alive, sitting in the back of the site. Could get more, could get shot down a lot more. But he will get shot down by Switchblade. Quick trade from Ian. Another trade
One
back
enemy
onto Ian.
remaining.
And just one member of Harrisburg University left. Jeffy,
Spike planted.
with this pistol, try and get something done.
He's got a pretty good angle here, but in the
Stay down.
3v1, is it possible? He's already managed to find the one. Still looking pretty healthy here with 82 HP. Both members of Columbia hanging out towards the center of the C-bomb site. He's going to be having to sit and waiting for the steps here. Switchblade dangerously low here as Carnage is going to get spotted out now. Once again around the corner with only 4 bullets left. 3 still looking, not finding it.
Yeah, that nanoswarm grenade's gonna really just push this in the wrong direction now. Jeffy just kind of wants to die at this point.
Concentrate, Sova.
Get this round out. Maybe you could take one with you, but he can't find anything. They play around the middle set of the site. Round will end before the spike goes off.
That was so immensely painful to watch because, you know, everyone has been in that position at one point or another where you've got an enemy on the left, enemy on the right, and something that is forcing you to continue strafing back and forth, and you're playing this weird peekaboo dance. And to their credit, Columbia played that pretty much to perfection. But God, is it miserable to be the defensive player in that position.
7-6, a lead for Columbia College. It's not much, but it's something.
We've talked about what happens to the team that wins the pistol round. I think it's happened every single second round of the half so far in this series. So if Columbia loses here, you would almost kind of like want to give up the pistol round at that point.
It did not happen in the very first pistol round on Bind.
I must be misremembering. Either way, we're on a 2 streak here, so it's like 2-1. We could tie it up here, or God, it just that's unlucky.
Yep. Columbia College. You said they were taking a page out of Harrisburg's book in the first half. They're doing the same here. It's another long take.
Look at the 4 stack on C currently. If they actually commit to this, there is not a single
here.
defender on
Scanning
A.
ahead.
They just walk out and we have another 5v5 retake.
Have you thought of long, but also consequently long?
Shot dart.
That's where
30
we're at on
seconds
this
left.
map.
They're making a pretty good compelling argument there as now
Spike planted.
Columbia again is going to get the spike planted, and all 5 members of Harrisburg coming some way through CT.
Yeah, it'll be 3 or 4 up heaven. That's a lot of players in heaven. Recon Bolt will get shot out quickly. Silencers will help a lot.
This is going to be
There's
a lot
no
of
way
positioning.
Harrisburg is going for this at this point.
No, not a chance. They've got it like, I mean,
Portal
you don't
closed.
have guns. You may as well try it or just look for the exits. But look, there's 4 of them stacked on stairs.
Yeah. Are they going for a like what? I don't know what's going on here.
They're all gonna die to the spike for money.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. That was a nice collective grunt.
That was awful. I hated that.
All right, 8 rounds. It may be the biggest lead we've had in a while.
Neither one of these teams has won more than 2 rounds in a row this entire match. So
There was a point where it was 12
I meant this this map, not match. My apologies.
No, well, actually, no. 12-10 would only be a 2-round lead. It may not have ever been more than a 2-round lead, except for the very beginning of the first map.
Revealing area.
When it was 6-3, I think it was.
So if Colombia can win this round, they will have broken the chain and will have gotten their 3rd round consecutively, which could set a new precedent moving forward. The thing is, again, we're seeing yet another tempo switch up. So we've seen fast play, we've seen long play. Could they be doing the impossible and going towards B here?
No, that's illegal. That's not
yeah.
allowed to happen.
My apologies.
It's a garage play.
They're going to garage. I should have understood. My apologies.
Yeah, you just don't get it. You're new here. I get that. People don't go mid. That's just how this map works.
It's illegal. It's a crime. You just don't do that. It's can't think of a good equivalent.
Nicely done by Legend.
God. Headhunter. The man's not even playing chamber.
There's another way we could have said that is way funnier, but I'm gonna pull out for now on that. Columbia College with 2 more kills in Harrisburg University. Just 2 left, and Ian is flashed and stunned and smoked out and walking through a smoke. He's got 1 on the Legend, but not much more after that. Hijinks has 2, but
they got 3 there.
Yeah, they got their worth.
3 players, 3rd round, and Colombia now with a pretty commanding lead here. Oh my God, it's just, I am continuously on edge. You can never anticipate what direction this is going to go. It's like, oh, it's a 2v5, and then they kill 3 of them.
When you were asked to cast tonight, I don't think that you were mentally prepared for this.
Not even a little bit. Listen,
No.
I have casted dozens, if not hundreds of matches of Valorant at this point.
I like how you've gone from dozens to hundreds. I feel like there should be an in-between there.
No, not even a little bit. 20s, 30s.
I've casted at least in the 50s of matches.
Some number
In the
like
71 to 73 range.
Ultra specific. That's a Bucky.
That is a Bucky. We've seen a lot of shotgun damage this game, this map. But actually, not mostly this map, mostly last map, but in this match overall.
Taken out.
Camera gone. Ian knows. Does he know how many there are? Just a sheriff on the site.
We saw him push a smoke last time. Listen, he clearly does not care. He knows Stewie 2K personally.
Yeah, we went over this before the match. The guy is a coach. He's the captain. He's the manager. And he's Stewie 2K apparently while being a player. A nice kill by Jeffy to get 1. I mean, Legend just teleports right into Jeffy.
And suddenly they're in control again. No, another
One
shotgun.
enemy remaining.
Back and forth and back and forth. What is happening in this series? Oh my God!
Ult is ready. They sacrificed for nothing.
This is illegal. What is currently going on is against the Geneva Convention, I believe.
This Valorant series could feed generations at this point.
What is this?
Right here.
What is this?
The kills again. My
Right
God,
here.
they're almost dead even across the board. Hijinks bringing a lot in the terms of utility, but is the only player aside from Eva. Wow, the 2 Omens are the only ones not in double digits. It's because when you're
they're
playing
working on
smokes,
smoking, yeah.
yeah, you don't have to do anything else when you've got smokes.
Huso? Oh, Huso?
That's illegal.
He chooses the wrong one. Legend will grab him through the wall. What is
That's a
going
good
on
read.
in this match? I'm just peeking back. Hijinks will take him out. Switchblade with a trade instantly. Neural theft used for Ian. 3 on 3 at this point.
The question comes as to whether or not they try to go for the fake over towards A. Because now, granted, they have the information that the entire Columbia roster is in spawn, and IN may be going to act on that with some sort of a flank, knowing that they don't really have a good way to tell whether or not he's there. And now with this timing, he might actually have a pretty good angle because no one is watching the flank.
No one is anywhere close. Ian is just pushing up. He doesn't know they're in garage though. He doesn't look. He doesn't think. He does think now, and Switchblade's turned and got him. turned, burned, gone. Harrisburg University with just 2 players left, and they're nowhere close. Just one is on the B site on this middle area of the map, and there's nothing that they're going to really be able to do about it.
That
At least
recon
Jeffy,
guard.
yeah, good recon. No tags. Could tag one. If they tag Renai is dead, but nothing. Nothing on this other Sova.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
And Renai gets one of his own. Jeffy's able to get one back. It's just on the low health player, though. Evo and Switchblade both have a large amount of health still on them. Jeffy's got to clear everything. He knows they're both down long. Or at least he thinks there is. He's got thoughts.
I like this, just going for the push.
Going for the push. Fault line comes out, though. Evo is peeking, takes him out. 10-3. Columbia College right now on a roll. A Kaiser roll.
I appreciate the commitment there to just going for it. At that point, it is so astronomically difficult to try and go for the defuse on C with that particular spike positioning, especially when there is more than one player defending it from down long. You've got to go for that. Again, I've said it 2 or 3 times, a Hail Mary kind of a play where you just say, all right, there is no way that I'm going to be able to win this at range. You just go for it down long. I like that you tried it, but the utility usage is just a little bit too on point.
Dueling recon bolts and owl drone to match. They do know Legend's stuck up in this corner right now. Jeffy gonna try and see if he can get Legend out of it. Just a couple pieces of chip damage from the shock darts.
Fake teleport.
Harrisburg still lagging by 3 rounds here. Columbia, they're not quite to that match point threshold. They've still got to win one more past this. But it's getting pretty tight here. The odds not really leaning in the favor of Harrisburg as they really would want to close this map out and wrap up this series prematurely. Columbia going to want to fight and make it to map number 3 as now Legend again with this dimensional drift is going to be trying to find the information. Is going to signal that the A site is completely clear, and that opens the way for the Columbia offense to take the site for free.
Carnage is just pulling himself back as they are pushing him. He has no clue that they're all right here. Paranoia comes through. Not much. Huso right there to trade. So is Jeffy. It's a 3-man sight hold now for Columbia College, and they know Switchblade's down in sewers. They're all going long. Every player is long. Evo's only got 3 HP on the site. Rolling Thunder will go through to start. Nice kill from Huso, taking Legend out. That's a high HP player. Switchblade the only one with health left. A 4v2. A flash through the won't do anything. Evo goes down, and Jeffy's got 2 more in the round. Harrisburg University are not done yet.
They have not given up. They are not done fighting. My God, they want to push it. They don't want to risk the overtime. They don't want to risk the loss. They want to go for the win. Now behind by 2, still got the guns, still got time, and they are still hanging on.
Ooh, it's close. This game is so close.
How much you want to bet that Huso just sprints down long, pops the sparky fingers, runs into enemy territory, and is like, YOLO?
A lot.
Oh, he's got op. No, never mind.
No. I think even with this op.
Oh, he just runs it. It's like, all right, whatever. Whatever happens, happens.
Was that not wallbangable? I think that may have actually been wallbangable.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I feel like that would be a kill.
I don't know if it's a kill. I think it's a lot of damage. I don't know if it's a kill. Ian sitting close to the exit of garage here. Carnage and Legend just on the other side, though we can't see them yet.
2-2-1 for the Harrisburg defense. The spike now rotated once again over towards C-Long for Columbia. There is so much utility already sitting on the C-bomb site. And IN has already found a little bit of information with the Cypher camera that is going to maybe tickle the senses of the Harrisburg defense. We've not quite committed, but here we go.
It's a really good ultimate from Hijinks there to see where the enemy is. They know they're not long, and obviously people don't go towards B, so they're going at C. Ian's going to push forward. He's going to get 1. He's close to 2 there. Shadow's able to get the trade. Hijinks sitting in the back of the site. Smoke is down.
Left.
They're walking away. They can't do anything on this. They're scared right now.
23 seconds takes 4 to plant, and like sharks smelling blood in the water, you see Harrisburg, they're already sensing what's going to happen. Now the full
Now they hear
rotation
it.
coming in through spawn, they're going to meet them there.
Flash will go through. Recon bolt there. There's Huso and the sparky fingers, as you so eloquently put. A double kill from Huso. Jeffy cleaning up Evo. And right back, we are back to a 1-round lead for Columbia College.
Oh my God. Harrisburg, if they are doing one thing right, it's playing from behind. This is exactly what we saw on map 1. They got behind. They had the early lead. They went into the drag, and then they immediately started to pick up the pace. And once again, it's paying off. They put 2 together, but they still need to find 3 more to take it to match point.
Time to jump.
It feels doable for both teams here. Huso still has this operator.
Oh,
Get
no.
the kill. Oh!
Valorant timing is the worst thing ever.
Okay, but look at that. Huso gives the operator off to the Harrisburg Sova. He now wants this Vandal. He wants to play a lot more aggressively than he was before. Iron was never spotted here in this corner. He feels safe to come back and play it again.
You notice Columbia is respecting the power of the operator. The moment they got that confirmation that it was on that side of the map, they immediately transitioned their offense. Now another Hunter's Fury going to go through, maybe looking for information. Tags up one. A Switchblade finds one. He gets traded on the other side of the map. Carnage with the repeat, and now a 4v3 situation in the favor of Columbia.
The health is so low though on Columbia. It doesn't matter. The kills are better for Columbia College. Legend goes in, grabs hijinks. Can Huso do anything here? Everything here is on the back of Huso and this Neon.
4v2. 3 members now making their way down C long on the defense.
Renai's on a flank.
But the flank could be devastating.
Renai, this flank from Renai is massive. It's what can they do before the flank hits. They start the defuse. Is he sticking this? Is he?
No,
He's not sticking this. Okay, he gets off after half. Knows where. Huso peeks. Can't find anything. No one goes in either direction. Does Huso just save here? Do you just call this round over? No, you slide under the operator shot. You chase after Renai. You get one. You grab the operator, and now it's a save.
They are going to concede that 11th round over
Almost
to
out.
Columbia. They're managed to keep a little bit of money there with the operator. But now, Columbia College threatening to make their way to match point. And if they do so, they will be on the precipice of pushing us to a 3rd map. You talked about how dominant Harrisburg was on Haven the first time around. And it seems like Columbia, they're wanting to change things up. They won on Bind the last time, and they might be looking to trade it the other way and bring it to that pivotal abyss.
Huso could do a lot with this operator. Jeffy, though, with the Odin, that's where we want to keep our eyes. He was so good within the first half. Legend will take Huso down, though. Operator spotted and neutralized.
That
Men in
is
Black
not
style.
what you want. That is not what you want. You're giving up that man advantage so early in the round. That opens up so much map space for Columbia to play with. Now they don't have to worry about the threat of the long-range confrontation.
At this point, it's just a waiting game.
I like the 2 Sovas just sitting and staring at each
Oh,
other
yeah.
from around the corners with Odins. That really is peak Valorant gameplay right there.
Big Haven energy right there. But Jeffy could be the one in for some kills here.
Who has the better Odin? Who has the better Odin?
It's no one. No one has the better Odin. Jeffy's Odin's gone down right to a Vandal.
Scanning ahead.
Oh,
That's unfortunate. Maybe not unfortunate. They did find Shadow. Ian's got 2, though.
Oh my god, it's happening again. Now the
Spike
information
down
to the barrel
A.
theft and hijinks knows exactly what to
should
play
run.
with.
30 seconds
Just go
left.
for it. Just go for it, honestly.
He has to get out of this ultimate first.
I like that a
Spike
lot.
planted.
I'm not sure about the double TP.
It was cool. It was flashy.
It was
That's
for the
unfortunate.
memes. They know now. Well, they know one of 2 locations. They can guess a little bit more with this smoke. They guess double stack under. He won't. Map point for Columbia College.
Harrisburg
point.
would have to string together 3 here just to force overtime. They were able to do it last time. Granted, they were 10-12. So if they win this round, which on full guns is a distinct possibility, then we would be in an identical situation to map number 1. But Columbia, they have got so much pushing power. They have already won, what is that, 6 rounds in this half? So they're looking pretty good.
They have been dominant this half. Oh, that's a lot of shots from Huso to start. Good dink through the wall. Ultron will go through. Huso follow it. They won't spot Legend yet. No spot of Legend at all. Huso just gets killed as the smoke falls. What was the Owl Drone looking at?
Next.
And there's the dimensional drift started. Instantly, Legend going ahead, scouting. Legends could do a lot here. That's a judge. That's a judge too. Oh, Legend pops out right in front of Jeffy. Jeffy just takes him out.
Oh my god. It's happening again.
And they're both up long. Highcheeks knows now. He should know at least one player's there. Bolt line comes through. He knows both. TP forward, just 2 steps. Switchblade
One
through the
enemy
box.
remaining.
A lot of HP down, but
down,
Ian's got
C.
Renai, and it's all left to Switchblade in the middle of the side. Highcheeks takes him out, and it's 10-12.
That
Enemies
was a
close.
utility
Eyes up.
fiesta at the end. Actual, like, little kid's birthday party, pinata, just utility everywhere simultaneously, over and over. Blinded, flash, stunned, incapacitated, dead. Like, 10-12. Again, we've seen this before. Harrisburg, they've been in this position once already in this series, and last time they made it work. Columbia, they weren't able to close it out last time, and I think this is the sort of time when that mental would set in, that you're thinking, I redeem myself, or we lose for the first time this season.
Shadow with the first kill onto Legend of the round. Huso with another. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks here.
This is not looking great here. Carnage got a pretty deep flank here around the side there, but is going to get taken down there by Shadow now. A 2v5 Switchblade from the same angle is just trying to find something with this Sheriff. Blinded
player
out, finds
standing.
one regardless. And now it's all on Evo, who will go down.
We're going the full 24. 2 maps we have gone the full distance.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I got a call. I was like, hey, we're having a best of 3 Valorant match in like an hour. Do you want to come cast? I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Did I think it was going to go 50 rounds?
We're not on map 3. We've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're not on map 3 yet. We have had streams shorter than the first map of the series. Huso, aggressive to start. Switchblade goes down.
Gotta go.
Fast
Nice.
lane used, gets right out.
You have to play around this man advantage now. 8 bullets. As Carnage is going to be walking into the crosshairs there, finds the trade back, and that's a pretty big deal. I said they needed to play around time, but now they've managed to equalize the men here. IN might be looking for Renai here.
been the hero.
On whether... Wow. Wow.
The ultimate used, but it won't go through. Carnage takes Highcheeks out. It's a 2-on-2. It's just a straight 2-on-2. Iron's down.
Last player standing.
Jeffy's got one. It's a straight 1-on-1.
Area.
It's a 1-on-1 to decide not just the map. If, my God, if Jeffy pulls this off, we're going to overtime. If Evo gets it, then we're going to map 3.
That smoke is really, really good to play around. He's thinking he's down. He's thinking he's further. Evo's got the kill. 13-11. Columbia College. We're going to map 3. What is going on?
I don't even know what to say or make of this. This is like the greatest single series of Valorant ever.
I'm so here for this. I don't know what's going on. we jumped to a break very quickly after the last map because we needed to stop for a second. We needed a break. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna need to do it again because all our voices are shot.
Oh, okay.
Before we jump to the break, though, yet again we want to thank our sponsor for the MEC Championship, Unified Collegiate League Championship. Their glass is really nice, blue light blocking, really important if you work from a computer or if you're a gamer all day. I use mine every single day. You can check their site out at buybluelight.com. That's BYEBluelight.com. See what they have to offer. We're going to go find some water again for the second time. Holy moly. We'll be back right after this break.
We're going to Abyss.
even know where we start. We're back. We've seen 2 maps of incredibly close Valorant. We're going to a third, and nothing of this map says that this will not also be an incredibly close map of Valorant.
You know, I'm thinking back to that quote from the Weather Channel at this most recent hurricane that hit Florida, and they were talking about how it like hit the mathematical limit of what a hurricane was possible.
We're hitting mathematical rounds.
Yeah, we're hitting the mathematical limit of what can possibly be done in terms of a round count in a best of 3 in Valorant. We have hit 24 in both maps.
We had to go to overtime. Out of 52 possible rounds, we've gone to 54 rounds. All right, let's start this last map. We're on Abyss. The almost entirety of the HU Storm is locked in already. It's now all locked in.
I would like you to notice that on map 1, it was mostly like novelty picks. Map 2, there was what, 3 agents that were the same across both? And now this time around, we're seeing a pretty close mirror here. The difference here being the Harbor in favor of the Deadlock. The rest is the same.
There's no ability to analyze what these 2 teams are going to do before this map. Because I can tell you already that it's going to be a 6-6 first half, and there will be a 12-10 at one point in the second half.
Yeah, like at this point, it's just expected. It's like, if it doesn't get to that point, then are you really experiencing this series to its fullest?
No, it has to go the full... I was going to say the full 30, the full 24.
Oh, map 3 all the way, the grand finals on the line. And I think last time we were talking about mental, this time it is going to come down to which one of these teams wants it more. Which team can fight through the exhaustion of almost 3.5 hours of Valorant by the end of this and really dig deep, fight, go way, way, way down into the bottom of their bag of tricks and pull out all the stops to pick up this W.
It's a best of 1. This is it's the first best of 1 of the season. That's where we sit right now. And it's on Abyss, a map that both teams have been good at this season.
Here.
Tovadart will not spot anyone. Legend and Switchblade both sit in top mid.
Here.
Looks like they're going to go based on Huso, and they'll go right on to Legend.
Comes down to what they can make happen here. Huso deep in now with the dash.
Nice
Finds
kill.
2 headshots, 1 for 1. Carnage taking down his counterpart.
Okay.
He finds 1, and there we go. Oh, it just keeps going, keeps giving.
It's a 3-3. We're entering the post plant. It's a 3-3. Minute left in the round. Now none. Just the spike timer.
God, 3v3 multiple trades in the pistol round. Like, we're starting at 400 miles an hour. It's not slowing down.
You couldn't have asked for a better series. Regardless of what happens here, Evo's got 1 onto hijinks. It's the first. It's going to need to be a lot.
I hate
It's
this
just on the edge of the map.
I hate this plan spot.
I agree, but it's...
One enemy remaining.
They've got both. Columbia College, just Renai left. We've seen him do a lot, but he can't do anything as Jeffy takes him down. Harrisburg University the first round now. Do we go back to what we had in the last map? Is this a Columbia College round? Is it something weird that goes on here? Or does Harrisburg University take their better weapons that they should have
Hypothetically,
and push them to the limit?
No, I mean, obviously, Columbia buys 3 sheriffs, gets 2 picks down mid, takes it into a 3v5. All of a sudden, everyone dies. We get into a 2v2, and Columbia snatches it out of nowhere in a 1v1 at the end, and then all the guns are gone. That's what this series is telling me should happen.
Chaos. That's what the series is. Switchblade will be spotted by Shadow. Renai's got 1.
You're kidding me.
The beginning has started. Shadow is in a position to be taken out for another. But Columbia College will just back up.
It was a joke. I was kidding.
No, it wasn't.
I wasn't serious.
The prophet Mesby. Okay, that's all this is. Actually, that's the new Twitter bio.
The prophet.
I am the prophet.
Oh, a full minute now left to play here. The Harbor utility going to be zoning off some of these really important sight lines. Now Switchblade watching with the pistol is not going to find that shot here. Huso making his way up here a little bit
Right here.
as the tension continues to rise.
It didn't even jump into my head until now that there is a Harbor on Harrisburg's team. Through the smoke, Legend
Okay.
dies instantly. Shadow with the frag. Carnage with
down
one.
mid.
It's even trades so far.
So what you're telling me is it's a 3v3 where
30
there's
seconds
been
left.
2 kills with a sheriff.
Yeah. Husos takes Switchblade out through the edge of the wall.
Blocking
A
fire.
2v3. Columbia College now.
The
Looking to
cove
retake. Or
left
grab
flank
weapons.
Planted.
One enemy remaining.
Okay,
Okay.
never mind. That's it. That should be the round. There's no way that's not the round. It is Renai.
He's got a sheriff. He's got time.
It's a kindness.
Please
No
don't.
escape.
He had it lined up. There was a world. Harrisburg University take the second round.
They've broken the curse.
It's already a close game. We're 2 rounds in, and it is already an insanely close game.
There is no world in which I should be like as far off the edge of my chair as I have been. It's still the first half. Like there has been a pistol and 1 round. That's it. And I'm like over here with my hands gripping the sides of my chair in anticipation. There's so much left to go.
We have a whole map.
Got a whole map.
All right, Shadow's gonna keep TPing across mid here. See if anyone wants to peek him.
As is the spike hanging out towards B. I like this 3 towards mid setup that Columbia's got going on here. They're sort of trying to make sure that the center point of the map doesn't get pushed on at all. But now we do see the spike making its way over towards the A side of the map. Renai still sitting and waiting in anticipation here, but the only defender there. So if this wall comes down, which it will, that opens up an opportunity.
Should I just push this? He gets found quickly. Huso with the kill. Instantly, Harbor ult comes down on top of the site.
Here.
We'll just clear everything.
And Harrisburg, they do appear to once again be in full control here. This is going to be a 5v4 retake here. A little bit of low HP, only on a single member for Harrisburg. The ball now in the court of Columbia College to try and figure out how they want to approach this retake.
Shock dart.
Shock dart's gonna go through. Owl drone's up and over. Gonna try and spot one. Will spot Evo. Location revealed on many. Paranoia through 2 players blind now on the Columbia College side. And it's just a
VHB.
death area. Jeffy's got 2 kills in the round. One with the dart, one with the bullet. Switchblade's got another and one player left. But it's up and around. Iron gets 1, but he can't get them all. Switchblade. Look at the diffuse here. On what a flick.
Important.
That's absurd. That's absurd. You should not be able to snap on that angle with that degree of speed. Ian had that dead to rights.
Here.
He had the angle, he had the flank, found the first kill, was on the snap, and then just like that, gone. And Columbia College, they draw it back again within 1. It's this perpetual dance for these 2 teams.
What a trade. What a trade. Round 4. This is round 4.
Actually, this is like round 57. No, you're completely right. There's too much. There is too much happening.
We play the game on the weight of what has previously happened. The last 2 maps were absolute bangers. And this map is already shaping up to be.
Much bigger change of pace this time around. Huso going to be clearing away some of that Cypher utility. Now as they make their way out onto the bomb site, going to be going for this very obnoxious plant yet again. And now with so many players left alive, they've got so much time and space to work with as now again Columbia's on a timer.
Carnage will be the first person they see. Huso on the other side. Still in the site, still behind this plant. They don't check it. They check it now when they go for it. Hijinks has one, though, on the other side. Legend's got one as well. Hijinks is playing bomb. That's what his entire job here is, to play the spike. But on the rotate, Ranai, who was a hero of the previous maps, and Switchblade just comes through and defuses.
He stuck it. He didn't get off the bomb.
Pros don't fake.
Sat there, they tried to clear it, and I think maybe they thought that he went for the tap, went for a half, and stepped off. But no, like you said, pros don't fake. He just sat there, steeled his nerves, and again, for what feels like the millionth time this series, we're tied again.
It's 2-2. It feels like this map has felt like it's already been a full half, and we are 4 rounds in. I'm telling you, this is insane.
By the end of this series, I'm gonna have aged 40 years and have like 6 grandkids.
That's a kill. That's a kill early from Legend onto Iron. Iron was so good in the first couple of rounds.
Here we go. The neural theft gonna get some work done in determining the
Oh, it
direction of
spots
the
everyone.
offense.
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Just like that, Harrisburg beginning
One
to crumble
enemy
just
remaining.
a little bit, maybe a little bit more
Down
there.
B.
As Shadow finds one, but a 3-piece for Carnage. Wrap that up and call it a happy meal as Columbia, in response to those kills, finds their 3rd round.
It felt like they put a nice bow on that round.
Yeah, they
The
really
round
did. You
felt
know?
normal.
Finally, a normal round of Valorant that takes like the expected route, and there's not some random
Here.
3-kill back and forth trade with 4 ults used in the middle of it for no reason.
Looks
Do
like
you have-
Harrisburg University. They're gonna go A here. I think this
Here.
will be a tempo change. This seems to be a rush to me in my
I mean,
head.
look at the ults. Look at the ults. They have all 5. Harrisburg, they have so many like tactical nukes at their disposal to make this happen.
That deadlock barrier is a pain during the ecos and the low buys. It will not be a
Blocking
pain
sight.
this round. Evo will grab a kill onto Hijinks.
Blocking sight.
We'll try and grab that Huso.
See ya.
He's sitting in the Switchblade's got a nice kill onto Jeffy.
There's
One night hits.
no, nothing there.
Okay.
What?
Sure.
What? Hello?
Okay. Shadow's got to go back right back into Renai. It's
One
even.
enemy remaining.
It's not even. Evo's got another onto Huso and just drops down and executes Shadow. That's 2 rounds in a row. We haven't seen a lot of 2 rounds.
Blind them to strike.
Sorry, I'm still trying to recover from the deadlock ult. Like, what? Hello? Riot?
Yep. The problem is we just kind of need to get past stuff. We can't
Here.
worry about all of this.
I'm worrying about everything. It is this immensely intricate machine with so many moving parts. It's like if you stop to try and analyze even one individual thing, another 9 things happen and you just get lost in the sauce.
They'll start looking here. Shock Dart's gonna go to the middle side. Carnage has the cam.
They found my wire.
Ready to spot anything. Trip goes down, but it's just from the shock. It's not from, like, anything real. And there's no spot of anyone crossing. Problem is Renai's barrier is here. They have to shoot it down. They'll shoot Renai down first. Barrier's not much longer for this world. Neural Theft out now. You know there's 2 left on this site.
You move.
Operator ready to go. Switchblade in the right place at the right time, but is about to get knocked up. Does not actually.
Spike
pulled out.
planted.
5v4 again. My god. And now they've all made their way back out A main. And I've said it time and time again, the ball in the court of Columbia College to try and figure out how to approach their retake. But with this many players alive, it's not exactly an easy task. Again, the Hunter's Fury as well. The moment the tap comes through, there it goes. How are you supposed to get on this spike?
You're not. That's the answer. They're putting their wallet on the table and saying, this is our round. You cannot stop us.
Scatter.
Unless you're a Switchblade with an operator. Unless you're a Switchblade with an operator.
Last player standing.
Iron's got one. And it will be attacker win, but it will be expensive.
Unless they live.
It's still expensive either way. It's only 2 alive.
Do you feel dizzy? Is it hot in here? Like,
Yes. I have a feeling
Okay.
that's just because my room is warm, but like, yes.
That is going to be a timeout for Columbia College. And when that's done, I am almost tempted to call a tactical timeout for the casting desk. I mean, oh, I'm going to have to go have like an overnight stay in a hospital after this one to cool off.
We've got 2 fans working overtime now. The second fan is on.
So the question is, they're calling this timeout. What are they discussing? So the momentum shift, yes, they did lose the single round there while up 2, but I wonder what specific strategy have they decided that they need the additional full minute to try and discuss? What kind of change up are they going to be going there? Because Harrisburg, they've committed so much in the last 2 rounds. All 5 of their ults have been used in the last 2 rounds, and they only won 1 of them. That feels like a pretty comfortable place to be sitting if you're Columbia. So I have to wonder, like, what's the change up?
The change-up is because of the small stuff, right? Columbia College have not won rounds cleanly. That's what this is, right? Harrisburg is able to come back in every single one of these because they're winning these rounds really dirty. Like, you're not keeping many alive, and you're not winning anything cleanly as Columbia when you do win. So they're trying to make sure that they're actually capable of winning these rounds and keeping weapons and building some amount of economy before everything goes haywire. Huso does the first kill onto Renai, and Switchblade's right there. Oh, he was behind the wall. He's behind the wall. He was behind the wall.
So you're talking about like micro small things they need to be discussing. I think Renai getting picked there 2 rounds in a row behind his own wall is one of those small factors that you do want to consider, because the deadlock utility is a lot of the lockdown potential they have. Granted, they do also have the Cypher. The double sentinel is a pretty good setup here. Oh no, Legend.
No more.
I don't know if it's a small
Out
thing.
of charges.
Legend's got 2 though from this
Spike
nice little
down,
flank
B.
here. Carnage on the site has another. Hijinks. Ooh, goes down, but Huso's got the trade right back onto Carnage. Switchblade running up into heaven. They'll see if they can put this down.
Here.
Huso and company are here on the site. Jeffy's putting it down. They will get the plant here.
Spike
Here.
planted.
Not in the best spot, perhaps. Actually,
One
no, in the
enemy
best spot. Jeffy's
remaining.
got 1. Evo's got another. It's a 1v2. We've seen Huso win these before.
So in a 1v2, Spike already planted, and both members of Columbia dancing around the side. He's got
One's
to
going
know
up
that
and
at least
over.
one might go on the box, but he doesn't see.
One
Now
enemy
1 for
remaining.
1.
Oh, he's got the one.
Shot, but it's gonna go down from up top. My God, stop! My heart can't take this.
Every round is close.
It is over.
You said messy. You said messy earlier. That's exactly
It's
what this
so
was.
messy. It's
One
so messy.
player surviving. There's so much money going directly down the drain for both teams every round.
Right here.
This is insane. This isn't. It's a 2-round lead, and it feels like it shouldn't be any lead at all.
Right here.
In fact, if you were watching this out of the scoreboard, there is a strong possibility you think Columbia College is losing right now.
You've gone 9 rounds deep in the fight. Both fighters are exhausted, and now they are just putting up no defense and exchanging haymakers over and over just to see whose body gives up first.
It'll spot Huso. So at least one player is spotted at the bottom of the mid. There are a lot of people here. That's an important thing to know.
Again, we've got the same setup over towards A. This time, though, the odds of Renai getting picked are much slimmer because he's not there.
If Switchblade gets a kill here, that's a huge bit for this round. Oh, Owl Drone will spot him. Bolt will connect, and they're gonna try and like force this.
At this point, you almost have to. Already a lot of
Sensor
utility getting
destroyed.
used. Again, they haven't quite got the spike down. Now Shadow finally going to be
Spike
able to get it
planted.
down. And it's a 4v5 retake in the favor of Columbia.
Yeah, but there's 3 on site, not protected at all. Neural Theft comes out.
So long.
That's a Harrisburg Neural Theft. Oh, never mind. Columbia College Neural
One
Theft.
enemy
Evo's got 1-2. Switchblade with the right click. Grab one, and the bald man goes down.
Okay, that one was not nearly as messy, but that shot from heaven, like the opener, I am salivating. That
Here.
was gorgeous.
That was 4 individual duels that Columbia College won all of.
Up 3 rounds. guaranteed at least a tie going into the second half. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Has it been tied?
It's been tied both times, both maps.
So Harrisburg, they have got to dig and find those 3 rounds. Otherwise, they're going to be doing what has not happened yet. They're going to be going into the second round
Here.
lagging. We've talked about how good they are fighting from behind. They've got to be showing off some of that right now.
I'm gonna try and get something done on this B site to start. Wall will be there, will not show anything. That camera from Carnage will let them know no one has made it to the extremities of the map. Hunter's Fury used early, will take Ian out early.
Wow, that is so critical. I am the only one who's really able to
And
effectively
Legend
watch
knows where
flanks.
everyone is. Legend knows where every single member
Right
is.
That drone is massive. 3 picked up. They've now got eyes on the game plan here. Evo is going to be on the receiving end of a little bit of aggression here, just a little bit of a tag. But in the 4v5, Harrisburg, they've got to be watching their flanks now.
Switchblade was ready for it, but Legend was able to grab that kill. Renai goes down on the other side of the map. They're worried about A, and they have a right to be. Shadows from the side. Switchblade's got the kill on the
Spike
Hijink, so
down
that's the
A.
spike carrier to start. Legend's in the right place, but he goes down now from Shadow on the flank. Huso sitting in the middle of the side.
Last player
Flank goes
standing.
down. Switchblade with the
30
kill.
seconds left.
It's all onto Shadow now.
Have the spike.
He's got the spike. Can he get the kill on Switchblade? No, nothing. Columbia College with 3 now.
Like an
We got a pick.
actual
We move in.
Switchblade
Got
god, he is demonstrating such lethal precision. Ruthless is Switchblade on this operator. 3 kills picked up in that round, and now Columbia College gonna be having the second half lead
Here.
of this series, and it is important.
It's the biggest lead
Stay safe.
this series. It's incredible.
It's been so balanced, so back and forth, and now you can tell Harrisburg.
Switchblade's in a really good off angle.
Yeah.
The
blocked
second
off.
this wall falls, this is Switchblade's house. No, oh, the blade storm, the blade storm. The sheriff gets pulled out and can't do anything. Jeffy's sheriff is the one that gets killed on the Switchblade. Huso now has an operator. That's a big upgrade in this round. Whose sheriff's only to start Carnage is just gonna die here. 30 HP, he's able to get around the corner, but barely.
Another 4v5. Harrisburg seemed to be firmly in control this time around as the spike continues to tick away.
Okay,
We
but how
talked
many
about
times have we said they are firmly in control and then they lose?
Such a good
Revealing
point.
area.
This round is nowhere close to being over yet. Bolt is destroyed. Shadow will be chunked out a little bit here. Huso, that picked up operator. It's a huge win. Renai's got another one. But oh, look at Legend
Last
with 2.
player standing.
Just 2 players left. Jeffy's on site. He still just has a sheriff. Does he know? He knows, he hears, he can't do anything about it. And that's a thrifty for Harrisburg. They're pulling it back bit by bit.
Last
That's
round
bad.
in
Lost
the half.
a gun there. We now move into the last round of the first half. Harrisburg, they are absolutely going to be down going into the second half. All they can do here is minimize the damage. Could be down a minimum of 2, but it could go as deep as 4. It all comes down to this. Columbia College doesn't really have all that much in the way of weaponry here. 2 Vandals, a Bucky, an Operator, and a single Sheriff. Make that a Stinger instead. And this is gonna be a dicey one.
Yeah, but that operator can do so much here.
How aggressive do you play? That is the question. 4 members already towards B, and this has been the battleground of this half. Carnage
He's bolted.
gonna get spotted out and gonna have to back up, and that gives a lot of space. Now Harrisburg gonna be able to make their way
Okay.
out onto the site, but my God, blind through the wall, and Hijinks gets taken down early.
Here.
They're just waiting. They're just waiting at this point. Huso, ready to watch the side. Switchblade will take Iron down. That's the only real weapon in the round, but it won't matter. The weaponry doesn't matter when Huso's sitting there. He's got 2.
Player standing.
Renai will come down and take him out finally, but Jeffy's the last one alive. 1v3. We've seen him do work. He's got 1. He can't get any more.
8-4.
We said about not clean rounds. That was not clean right now, but it's an 8-4 half. It is the most dominant half we've seen by far.
He talked at length about Abyss being sort of the playing grounds, the proving grounds,
Switching
the
sides.
playground of both of these teams throughout the season. And Columbia putting on a clinic in the first half as how to properly make that execution happen here. Harrisburg now going to have to prove their worth here on the defense. But they've got a long road ahead of them if they want to make it work. As we said before, this is now only a best of one. Whoever comes out on top here, they're going to finals. The other one, they're going to have to brave the gauntlet on the way back to a chance at redemption.
What game's in the gauntlet is a one
Here.
game. They have to play against the winner of the gauntlet, really.
Oh. Well, that makes it a little less intimidating. Still intimidating, to
It's still
be
intimidating.
fair.
But just less intimidating.
Scanning ahead.
Stakes not quite as high. Still high, though.
It feels like the first round that we can like kind of slow down for a second. But it is a pistol round, and they have been quite messy this series.
Yeah.
Duck.
Who's so?
Yeah.
Sheriff, dot first. Huso, he saw Legend there. Legend knows as well. We want to make sure that Huso's in the right place to do anything here.
Columbia operating with a man down here. They do still have
Saw Legend
a
again.
full minute again to work with here. The dash
Hit.
away is fine.
The
but
shot
my
was
God.
hit.
Revealing
He
area.
just didn't hit it as a headshot.
Over there.
Waiting with bated breath as now again you see they're taking sort of this proactive setup.
Over
And
there.
already some space made up through mid by Renai. Might try to catch someone off guard, clear some space here.
Spot Carnage.
30 seconds left.
That's the one person they needed to not spot. Jeffy grabs Renai. He just turns around and grabs him.
Blinding.
Carnage is here, and they are right behind. Evo's right there with the Spike. Spike has been spotted now. They know. They run. They just sprint. There's only 17 seconds left. What are you supposed to do? Huso and Ian both grab kills. But Evo, the Spike carrier, still alive. Got another kill. He's gone down to Harrisburg University. They're making this a game again.
We talked about being able to like slow down and chill. That was
Illegal.
completely wrong. No, you're not allowed to do that. They heard you. They said, "Oh, you want to relax? Bet."
Illegal.
3 rounds behind now for Harrisburg, the winners of the pistol round. Clearly, we've broken that curse.
Right here.
The winner of the pistol round was doomed to lose on their first partial by the anti-eco. So let's see how this works out
Scanning
this time
ahead.
around with limited weaponry. If Harrisburg can draw back within 2.
Scanning ahead.
That's the wait right there for the Bolt. Bolt was destroyed instantly. Jeffy's ready. Doesn't look like Legend and company will be pushing forward at all.
Harrisburg mimicking Columbia's strategy from the first half to try and keep presence over towards mid. They did have the partial commitment there to try and make sure it didn't happen here. But as you can see, Columbia, they have not backed entirely off of A yet. This Owl drone is going to get a lot of information. That gives away quite a bit as now they know where on the map the spike is. Harrisburg still holding strong, 2 members over towards B.
It's 3 people sitting here on A main. They're bringing a 4th in and a 5th in. Is an A play. No question about it. That recon drone should spot 1, but it won't spot any more. Deleted in time. Recon drone secondary through. Deadlock goes
One
down.
enemy
Jeffy with 3 with the pistol.
It's a slaughter!
Well, there's a weapon diff right there. It's been the first time we've really seen the weapon diff, but that right there is the weapon diff.
Yeah, I think we can firmly say the pistol round curse. Yeah, that's we're done with that for now.
It's still anyone's game here.
They have an
Operator out for Huso. They have a
Got the
player with
op.
Bulldog and Light, and a player with full armor Operator. I love it.
You've talked about how polarizing that singular weapon can
Enemy
be the
tag.
difference maker. That's so much information already.
Revealing area.
A tag on one, a spot on the other. Hydrant has to move back. This Harbor is not in a good position right now. They just take the site here. They understand where Jeffy is and do not care. They just choose to not care.
Big presence and
Switchblade's
looking for the
gonna
spike
jump.
point.
He's gonna go up this ladder and get a kill.
Oh,
Guaranteed. I can see the future. No, I can't.
Cover going
Listen.
out.
It's a 4v4.
given your predictions at the start of the series, I would almost believe you. This is so tense.
It's so close in all directions. Wait, when I got
No
blocked by the
enemy
wall,
remaining.
just for a second.
Now a 1v2. Shadow versus the world.
My bet's on the world right now. The world comes from the side, and Renai's got another one. He clutched in the first map. He was a little absent in the second map. But this map, he's back. He's so back.
9-6. 3 rounds between Columbia and match point Harrisburg. They have got so much more ground to cover to claw their way back. 3 rounds to tie, 4 to overtake. I was talking about digging deep, digging in, finding that inner grit, and Harrisburg, it's on them. They have got to dig deep.
Choosing to enter with the sheriff over the judge, I like that. Big win.
They found my wire.
At the last second, Tripwire gets put
found
down.
my
We'll
wire.
get taken out almost instantly.
Nowhere
Shock
to
Dart
run.
claiming the other one
Good
as well.
dart. Good tag. Renai's got 2. Switchblade in the back of the site already. Got a kill into Huso. Look in the right place. But Jeffy and Shadow each get a kill back. And Jeffy with another one.
Standing.
Evo's got to trade again.
We just saw this. We just saw
Cover
this.
going out. Blinding. Can't go there.
Columbia College get double digits. He can't find the trip. Evo and Carnage in the same position that Jeffy and Switchblade were on the other
One my
side of the
cameras
map.
is broken.
First team to get double digits in this last end
It's fine.
is
Let's
Columbia
go stand.
College.
Neither one of these teams has broken a lead of more than 4.
Yeah.
Columbia, the first to do it here on map number 3. Now they've tied it. A win here would push
this is
them
my
to their
spot.
greatest lead of the entire series. Not
Anyone's
only
greatest
that,
lead in the entire series.
1 round away from match point to boot. There's a lot on the line here in round number 17.
Over there.
Jeffy's got to kill to start. This is the thing. No round can be easy. Sheriffs are real weapons this series.
Watch this.
Oh, Renai is in an incredibly bad position right now, but Switchblade has the help.
The kill
Pitiful.
is so quality. That's both of the information utility players now down for Columbia. They have
Shadows
no
traveling.
way of putting on reconnaissance to the enemy in Harrisburg. That
Over
opens up
there.
so much
Oh.
space on the map to move.
And the Jet has so little health. The Jet has so little health, and they know exactly where Renai is.
Three v 4 Harrisburg. They have so many different information utility tools to work with. The
They're just
3
going to walk
members-
right onto A. But
It's a 3v3.
all the Harrisburg members are right on A.
Again, it comes down to timing.
30 seconds left.
Jeffy's got another kill. He's got so many kills in this round. Huso goes down.
No.
Evo's got 2.
No way.
It's a 2-on-2. It's a straight up 2-on-2.
Another 2-on-2.
Iron's up in
HP
heaven.
for Evo is at 50.
So you just drop here and hope and pray? He does. He will just drop. You know where it is. Renai. Ooh, it could have been real bad. The grab net's there.
Last
Oh, the
player
ultimate's right there.
standing.
That's it. That's the round. Columbia College. They pull it out of absolutely nowhere.
That is such an insane
Go and meet your
execution there.
maker.
That, I mean, the immediate tap on both sides and then just the cocoon to boot. That, in terms of like your ability to push out onto site and make that happen, that seemed borderline unwinnable for Columbia. But we've talked about things being unwinnable before earlier in this series, and it doesn't seem like either of these teams care about the stakes. They look at it and take it as a challenge.
It's a best of 1 round. There has been, like, I can count the amount of saves in this game this whole match on like one hand. I think it's 3. Everyone has gone for every round. You are leaving it all on the table.
11-6. Columbia getting dangerously close to finishing things out. The hijinks gonna put an early end to Renai to give them again the man advantage, but we've seen how
When
much.
does that stop them? When has that stopped them?
We've seen how much that is.
Did you just fall off the map? Legend just fell off the
What?
map.
Oh my lord! It was because of the trap wire.
Camera taken out.
He got wired and
Cage
fell
triggered.
off.
Oh my god.
I must wait a moment.
The fall of Columbia College, no pun intended.
3v5, but at this point, does man advantage even matter? We've seen them pull out way crazier things than this.
The
Here.
Fraggers are still alive. Jeffy is not alive, which is a huge loss right now for Columbia College. Sorry, for Harrisburg University is still alive. I'm getting my teams mixed up. We've gone deep in this.
They found my
Evo's got
wire.
another. It's a 2v3.
One
It is
enemy
so possible.
remaining.
Evo going
Spike
down there makes this
down.
really hard now. Switchblade's got to get a lot. He can't get any. Ian's got 2. Harrisburg University, I have said it so many times, Harrisburg University is not dead in this match.
I am continuing to sweat. My god, every single round dancing on a knife's edge. It feels like it doesn't matter what the level of advantage is one
This
way
goes
or
here.
another. There's some random miracle X factor in almost every single round.
That goes there.
Get out of my way!
Walls up.
Jet ult used early. Wall will go up. Cutting mid off. We'll find that jet ult.
Flooding them.
3 and 2
Blade storm
finds the
down.
information.
That's like half health. The net is huge. The net is massive.
But where did they
They're
go?
going back. They're returning. They're just retreating for a minute here. They got deadlock through. They're going A this round. 1000%. They've got deadlock through into the
Over
that
there.
heaven area.
Over
Oh,
there.
I thought that
Ooh.
was going to be for sure. Hold on, take a look here.
All right, that Harrisburg now knows everything they need to know. So you see a deadlock there, you know that they were going to go A. You know they're probably not going A anymore. That's
Big
a
damage.
huge damage boost.
Now they're
Harrisburg
so-
should. Okay, it's just
Cage
relocating
triggered.
heaven. Jeffy's got 1. Paranoia comes through. They know now. Switchblade goes down while he's just drifting over the air.
Back
Yup,
down
draft.
to
30
3v5.
seconds
That was it.
left. Spike planted.
They get the plant down. And there's a low health bar on Harrisburg University side. They need to get
Last
clean
player
kills, and
standing.
Carnage dying there is not the clean kill they need. Shadow in the right place at the right time with a triple.
Is this like the first flawless round that we've seen on this map?
It may be like one of the first
Out of
flawless
charges.
maps we've seen in this series.
We like
Flawless.
it has been a topic of conversation over and over, like messy rounds and struggling to,
Revealing area.
as the team with the weapon advantage, keep most of your guns. And okay, that's about what I was expecting. Yeah, the immediate timeout. You've got to reevaluate after that one. 8-11 the score. Harrisburg, they're still in reaching distance in Columbia. They have not guaranteed match point. It's not like they have time.
They don't have money.
No, they don't really have a whole lot to work with, so you do have to sit and reevaluate at this point. It's not as if you just have to win the one. It's not like you can just give up rounds. You have to win another.
Okay, but on one hand, how many pistol thrifties have we seen this game?
More than the number of flawless rounds, that's for sure.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I mean, you said you're a Counter-Strike historian connoisseur. Can I remind you of the R8 patch?
The day and a half of the R8, yes.
Yeah, of the sheriff in this game. Not quite the same, but it does sort of at times feel like a pocket op.
Not to the same degree, but I understand your thought process here.
No, nothing will ever be that bad ever.
It was a great day. If you were not playing Counter-Strike during the R8 patch, I'm so sorry.
It was the greatest time ever.
It was the greatest
The
time.
montages that have come as a result because of that are some of the best that I've ever seen. It's amazing.
All right, back to this. Because it's a low buy with just sheriffs. Operator sitting there, ready for anyone to peek past. Dash is not long for this world.
Enemy.
You just have to walk away. He'll have to give up this angle.
Lock in sight.
Camera presents a bit of a problem. It's going to make him reposition again. And now the really deep execution.
He's already in. Carnage has the trade. Carnage has two.
I know exactly where you are.
I'm sorry.
It's a disaster. It's a disaster.
Spike planted. Here.
It is a catastrophe.
We're talking about pistols. We're talking about the pistol thrifties.
We're talking about pistol 50s. It happens more often than the pistol
Enemy
using.
remaining.
Legend's got another in the round. And it's just Ian with a real weapon. He had one. Spots Carnage going up and over.
He's still got to get through this wall. It's going to drop on its own to open up some space. 14 bullets in a dream.
There's too many angles for him to look at here.
Thrifty.
Dead. Carnage.
Pistol thrifty.
That right there puts them on match point. And now they have weapons
Match
going
point.
to this round, regardless of the economic situation.
It is do or die for Harrisburg. You got to give everything. You got to give more than everything at this point. You have to win 4 straight rounds just to make it to overtime.
This should do.
That's more like they would have to win more rounds consecutively than I think they've done this half, or excuse me, on this map, if I am incorrect.
$12-8. Match on the line.
Now I'm double checking. Harrisburg has only put 2 in a row together as maximum on this map. That's a good start, though.
Got the first there. What more can hijinks do here? What is considered good here for Harrisburg? Because you see they keep getting into these deficits and losing in the deficit. Sorry, they keep getting into advantageous situations and losing while they have the advantage. Switchblade grabs kill and hijinks. There's a trade right back. Jeffy walks
Back and
forward, grabs
forth.
it. Like, it's back and forth all over. Where do you go if you're Switchblade and company?
Feels
I
like
guess
over
you just
and over.
you test B?
Whichever
No,
team is
not when
behind
Ian's got the kill on
seems
the
to
Carnage.
just start winning immediately. 2 and 4, and you'd almost feel like Columbia, based on the way that the series has gone, has the advantage.
No, not anymore. Not anymore that they have the advantage.
30
Neural
seconds
theft
left.
goes. He gets killed on the
Last
side.
player
Now,
standing.
that's a 1v4.
There ain't no way. It would have to be the 4-piece into winning the. Oh
No. Okay.
Okay.
I'll have a sigh of relief. Deep
Out
breaths.
of
Deep
charge.
breaths, everyone.
My
They
quiver
still
is
money to buy.
never
Columbia
full.
College still have cash. Enough cash. Let me put it that way.
Enough to be a threat. I mean, we've proven at this point. Pistol thrifty.
That's a good point.
They're
Cash is
always a
overrated.
threat. You may as well just light the money on fire and throw it at the other team at this point for all the good that having the economy advantage has like actually substantially mattered in this series. I like this. I like this play. They're going for broke. Full 5.
They don't know it's full 5 yet. They just know 1.
Harrisburg does still have the Harbor ult as a response, and you do see making his way over towards A to try and cut off some of these critical sight lines.
I don't think
haven't-
anyone has sat here. I do not think a single player has sat where Huso is currently sitting.
Okay, are they leaving? Are they
They're leaving. They just leave. They're just walking away.
If not fully committing to the walkaway, they're at least diversifying the approach. So now a couple of players over towards mid. They have not fully given up on the A main commit here yet. And now again, we see so much of the Harrisburg defense is still centered towards A, and I think they can sort of sense that Columbia
here.
has not fully given up on this push yet. 40 seconds now left to play.
Columbia College have dedicated themselves to this A push. This is it. This is the round right here.
30 seconds left.
Columbia College, do they want to win the match or do they want to push to 11? Uso sees all. He's got one. He can't get any more. Legend's got 2 in the round. Carnage has another.
Blocking
2 to
sight.
4. Series
One
on the line.
enemy
2 to
remaining.
4.
1 to
versus
4. Still on the hijinks. He walks out. Switchblade takes him.
Attackers
Columbia College. The only map that was somewhat dominant. Can you really call 13-9 dominant?
No, that's a chokehold. That's down to the wire. I don't think any person has ever gotten to the end of a 13-9 win and they're like, oh yeah, that was a dominant, easy, confident win. It's like, no, we barely pulled that out.
An insane series tonight. What an absolutely insane series.
It was such a privilege to get to witness this. Not even just to watch it, but to get to commentate for that.
Yeah. We
Whew.
All right. We're going to go to a break. Before we do, again, for the last time tonight, we really would like to thank our sponsor for the UCL Championship, By Blue Light. They make blue light glasses. We've been over this already. Wear them. If you look at screens, you can go to their website at buybluelight.com. That's BYEBluelight.com. We will be back with an interview with a player from the winning team. Holy man.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are here with Evo, one of the winning players from Columbia University. My friend, thank you so much for coming on to answer a couple of questions. How you feeling? Big game, long game. Pretty sure you're as tired, if not more tired than everyone else.
I'm feeling pretty good. It was a hard fought win for sure. I mean, Harrisburg played great. We had a lot of like flaws that came up, but like it's all good. We worked through them together, and I think that's what made it feel so good. Is that even though we had those problems, we were able to work through them.
So we've only got a couple of questions just to run through here real quick. First and foremost, what was the team sort of mentality coming out of game number one? We were discussing that coming out of that, one team was going to have to deal with the fact that closing the game was the most important part, and whoever lost, either Columbia or Harrisburg, was going to have to overcome that mental hurdle moving into map two. So how did that look? How did you guys deal with the round one loss? How'd you bounce back?
Um, so round one, it was tough. I mean, we kind of ended up throwing the map away, and it was pretty hard on everybody. But we just we just like all right, reset. Everybody just like went outside, took a walk, did their own thing, and then just reset mentally. This team's really good at coming back from like a map one loss, so just immediate reset back into new game next round. Like I think that's really good for us. So it wasn't really that difficult for us to do.
So, as I'm sure that you know, this series went and almost pulled Valorant to its mathematical limit. You guys went almost the full distance on every single map. How are you guys navigating, like, maintaining tenacity and the exhaustion and the strain that comes with pushing for such a long time and maintaining that focus all the way to the end? I mean, clearly you made it work, but what's the strategy?
Honestly, it was just like if we had to slow it down, we would slow it down. If people were feeling like fatigued, like they were losing, like falling asleep on angles and everything, we would just get them active. Like we would go from okay, let's play slow to let's just five hit. Like that last map, like our slow playing slow wasn't working for us. We're like, all right, we're just gonna hit, and that's what worked for us. So it was really just finding what was working and then consistently doing that until the other team would adapt.
Awesome. We got two more for you, real quick. For you personally, what was the moment of the series? You think back on all the great plays, and trust me, there were quite a few. What was the standout? What's when you think back on this series that, like, oh, go back and clip that kind of moment?
Um, Honestly, I don't really know. I don't really remember much. I just have the next round mentality for a team, but I mean, after that first half on Abyss, it was more like, all right, this is our game. Like we have rounds to lose, but we also like we need to win rounds. So it's just like really it's like after the first like 6 rounds on Abyss, it was like this is our game. Like we know what we're doing, we know how to win. So it wasn't really like a singular moment, but it was just like a team mentality thing.
You could definitely sense sort of that momentum shift. I see exactly what you're talking about. There was a dead tie moving into the second half on both map one and map two. So when the momentum started to shift, you could almost feel like the dynamics across the board changing. So I definitely see what you're talking about. Last thing, do you have anything you would like to say to the audience, folks at home, anybody out there watching? Just to tag on to the very end.
I mean, yeah, just thanks for watching. I mean, we're here to play, we're here to win. So when you're gonna see us in more tournaments, we're gonna keep winning. And then just thank you for everybody for the opportunities and thanks to Calvin for coming back. He's had our coach had a little bit of a rough day, but he still came back for our last game. So he really allowed us to come back. Big part of our last win there.
And enormous congratulations to you and the rest of Columbia on moving not just through this game, but now further forward towards the grand finals. The road not quite complete yet, but you guys have shown that you definitely have the grit and tenacity to take it all the way. So congratulations and the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. And thank you for the production and everything. You guys did great.
Absolutely. That is going to do it for the broadcast tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for Unified Collegiate League. I have been Mesby. It has been a pleasure. Make sure that you guys drink some water, take care of yourselves. You are loved. You matter. And as always, sit up in your chairs, unshrimpify yourselves. Have a good night, everyone.
Sorry.